Man, I'm so glad they dropped that interview. Let me get my tea ready. I'm so glad they dropped that interview, dog. Because man, oh man, that's today is a good day because that interview it has some of the hardest Shakur fans coming out and say, "Nah, this ain't it, B. We didn't roll with you. We didn't had an understanding. We rock with you, but this ain't it. We didn't agree to this shit, man." And we got some breaking news. Bill just tweeted. Bill Haney just tweeted, so I'm about to go read that real quick. Uh, this nigga said Dev is ussy because he wants to fight him. What? How does that work? How does that? How does that? Somebody is ussy because he wants to fight you? What? It, so your little bro said niggas is pussy if they don't want to fight, but you're saying that niggas is pussy because they do want to fight? Hey man, we go cook, man. Let this tea chill out for a little bit. We go cook. But Bill Haney, he just tweeted something. Oh man, because Shakur looking crazy. Man, I don't care what nobody Shakur fans say. Shakur's looking so crazy in the light right now. Bill Haney tweeted. He said, "You have an agreement. Sign it. You have a contract. Sign it." The money is real. So, and even in that same interview, which Shakur fans are not mentioning, they're not mentioning that he agreed that yes, there really are some negotiations planned. But this nigga Shakur, he just man, oh man. Oh man, and these super Shakur fan. I haven't even get to hear Just Do yet. I don't think Just Do have made no damn post just yet, man. Because this shit, niggas gotta get their thoughts together. Niggas gotta ask Chat GP. How can Shakur not seem like a duck in this equation? Ooh, hold on. Yeah, man. We smoking on that Shakur pack. That Shakur pack. We smoking on cuz, man, because nigga is a coward. So that nigga is scared. Bro, it's so bad. It's so bad, bro. There's niggas who do. I know for a fact these niggas do not rock with Haney like that. They don't rock with Haney like that. I've had debates with these niggas, all that bullshit. Niggas and had disagreements on the chat, all that. But these niggas is coming out today and said, man, I don't even fuck with Dev like that. But this nigga Shakur, he moving super funny when it come to this nigga. Like, damn, got that nigga core looking bad. She said that man pussy for wanting to fight. Not because he don't want to fight. He's calling him pussy because he wants to fight. And then this nigga making it seem like he's just the smallest nigga on earth and Devin is bullying him. Meanwhile, you the nigga who said we can fight at 144. Dev said if we bro, Dev said we fight at 144. That's a fight, right? Yes or no? Shakur says yes. Now he do the interview talking about so this is the weight. I just showed everybody the weight because this is what I'm walking around with, and Dev is gonna show up 20 pounds heavier on fight night. Nigga, you sound like a bitch, bro. I know some real niggas from New Jersey, nigga. You're not one of them, bro. This nigga is not no real nigga from New Jersey, bro. I don't want to hear that. I know some real niggas from New Jersey, bro. This nigga is not one of them. And you fans like my dude Brooklyn and Brooklyn boy first in the bottom. That nigga, nah, nigga. Yo, boy, yo, dude sounds so fucking crazy in the light right now. Everybody can see this shit for what it is. These niggas talking about drop the belt so we can fight. Another fucking stipulation. You notice that this nigga keeps on adding stipulations. First it's the money, then it's the weight. Now you talking about niggas gotta drop their belt to fight when the mandatory haven't even been called yet? Nigga, how about he drop his belt? Fuck you talking about? And it don't even matter about no fucking belt. Niggas will say they'll get it on in a fight. They don't give a fuck. Dev don't give a fuck. He'll get it on with Shakur. Whatever it takes to fight Shakur. Let's make this shit happen. As long as the nigga not talking about no bitch ass rehydration clause like Bernie the fucking bag boy is doing. Bernie the fucking bag boy. That's y'all boy. This nigga here on the net talking about some, yeah, you know, and he sound like he just got done listening to Bernie ad talking about some, yeah, niggas gonna weigh 20 pounds heavier than me. Bro, you sound like a bitch, bro. And all the Shakur fans that's denying this shit, man. You niggas is not fans of the sport. You niggas is fans of just that man. Because any real nigga who watches sport can say, nah, nigga, you moving shady. Bro. And then especially, I know, that's what I'm saying. I know niggas who don't even follow this sport 100% and they looking at it like, what? Nigga, this just sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. You can't even convince the casuals that you don't sound crazy, nigga. Fuck you talking about, bro? And then he talking about Dev should go fight Boots and shit. Nigga, you sound like a bitch, bro. Sound like when you ever had a situation where you got in trouble in class and you try to tell your mama, look, mama, everybody in class doing it. Your mom said, nigga, fuck that, nigga. We talk about you. No, Shakur, we're talking about you. Stop talking about what everybody else is doing, nigga. We're talking about you, nigga. Nigga, we talking about you. Man, this shit crazy as shit, bro. I'm over here just like, because it's wild because I sounded the alarm on Shakur a while ago, man. I said niggas is moving real funny style, but niggas said, nah, I don't believe it. He ain't moving no funny style. Now today, shit. Hey, I got to pull up that video, man. It's just funny, dude. I've been laughing at this shit all day. Cuz said he pussy for trying to fight me. Nigga, what? Oh, this shit's funny. Anyways, though, before we get let me show y'all some, you know what I'm saying, some work real quick. You know what I'm saying? I got the Boots versus Xander illustration. Boots versus Xander illustration. Posters. Y'all DM me if y'all want a poster too of some real exclusive art, man. Apparel illustration. Look at that right there. Hell yeah. No camera kind of backwards, but y'all know who these niggas is. Boots and Xander, man. Great fight. Oh man, and that's my thing. I wanna make something of Shakur versus Devin Haney because it's my job. Look, it's my job as an illustrator to draw and paint some of the best boxing moments. You know, the best moments in boxing. And what Shakur's doing is taking money out of my pocket because Shakur versus Dev, I know that shit's gonna sell. That shit's gonna sell on artmanapparel.com. Best boxing merch in the game, best illustration merch in the game. That's just gonna sell. You doing everything in your power not to make that fight happen is hurting me. It's hurting me because it's like, damn, nigga, I want another big fight where I can make a lot of money from, nigga. I made a lot of money from that Haney versus Norman shit. And that's not even as big as Shakur versus Devin will be. So why in the fuck are you trying to stop that shit? So, nigga, that shit's hurting my pockets too, nigga. That's why I feel a certain type of way. Real shit. That's literally why I feel a certain type of way too. Cause it's like, damn, nigga, I want to draw the best, biggest fights in boxing, nigga. And what you're doing, the type of talk that you have, is taking that shit away from me. Because even I even like focus on that. Like, with all due respect, that was almost targeted a little bit. I think they pussy. I'm gonna keep saying this. I think that them dudes is pussy. I think because even like in this situation, right? I'm gonna explain it all. Like when we talk about Devin, I feel like I was not even like focused on Devin. Like, with all due respect to Devin, like me and him had our beef at 135 when we was actually the same weight class. After that, I beat Tio. Now it's like shit. My campaign mainly is like 140, 135. Yes, I would fight Conor Ben because for me, I think Conor Ben is like it's just like a fuck. Huh. It just get worse. Give a shit. Actually, the same weight class. After that, I beat Tio. Now it's like shit. My campaign mainly is like
140, 135. Yes, I would fight Conor Ben because for me, I think Conor Ben is like it's just like a big bag to go get. Like you want to go get a big bag, go to fucking Conor Ben. He's easy, but
But what? But what? So y'all hear it right? He said his focus is not Devin. He really wants to fight guys at 135 and 140, but he would fight Conor Ben at a higher weight class because that's a big bag and Conor Ben is easy. So basically, he's admitting that Devin Haney is a big bag, but he's not easy. He's not easy. And this is something his fans don't want to acknowledge. Like, bro, obviously the man is telling you, he's telling you I'm not willing to fight Devin Haney at a higher weight class because he is not an easy opponent. It's that fucking simple. So therefore, he's saying he wants fucking easy fights. He wants easy fucking fights. And this is why we're calling him out because what makes it worse, nigga, is because you sold us a lie. You sold us a fucking lie. You told us that, nigga, you're about challenging yourself. You know, you're cut from that Bud Crawford cloth. You're cut from that Bud Crawford cloth, but nigga, you want easy fights? You said you were a legacy fighter, but you're saying you would rather have easy fights? Nigga, nigga, what? Man, fuck out of here, dude. And the Shakur fans in my fucking comment section talking about some, yeah, well, we gonna bet when the fight nigga, how the fight gonna happen when your man is talking like a bitch? The fuck is wrong? Oh, we gonna bet some money when the fight. Nigga, we trying to watch the fight right now. Nigga, but you niggas is moving like hoes. Talking about, oh well, Dev should just fight Keyshawn instead. He should fight Keyshawn instead because rules are rule. No, you see how bitch made you niggas sound. Niggas want to fight Shakur Stevenson, who's well accomplished, who's Devin's fucking peer. Not a nigga with 15 fights. That's who they want. This is who Bill and Dev want to fight. They want to fight Shakur. But you niggas is and y'all saying the same bullshit. Well, you niggas just gonna fight Keyshawn instead of that. Nigga, y'all niggas is so fucking soft, bro. Say he not cut from the Crawford cloth, man. He want all the easy smoke. This nigga make me sick. Man, bro, I woke up like, man, I'm actually so glad. I'm glad that interview dropped. I'm glad that interview dropped because I'm like, now y'all see, now y'all see what I'm talking about. Now y'all see what we've been saying for months. Now y'all see what we've been saying for months. Y'all see what we've been saying for months. Nigga, he don't want no smoke with us. He don't want no smoke with no Dev. He don't want no smoke. Niggas want easy fights. He said, and then he got the cheesiest smile on his face. The interview looking like, she just going along because you know what I'm saying. And that's the type of interview Shakur want to do. That's why he hate Champ Side. He hate niggas like Champ Side and me because he'll never. He hate Champ Side, Blue Blood, all these niggas because he know if he comes on any of them niggas channels saying that stupid, goofy, dumb shit he's saying, niggas will, bro. You don't even the thing with Shakur, you don't even have to make it complex with him. You could just say, well, nigga, well, you're saying that Dev should go fight Boots. Don't you think that would have, don't you think Boots will be having an advantage, saying that Devin will be moving up from 140 to 147 to 154 right away without even having a tune up or getting acclimated to the weight? Wouldn't that be just as bad as what you're claiming Devin Haney is doing by calling you out? Dumbass nigga. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't want to interview with none of these niggas because they'll tell him like, bro, you moving real shaky. And then he has the nerve to say, well, all the people, the greatest, they did, they challenged themselves. Nigga, but you're not challenging yourself, bro. The fuck is wrong with this nigga, man? Boy. They had a nerve to say fucking Dev is pussy because they want to fight you. Nigga, they call bro, the boxing world, they ain't calling him a pussy. They looking at you and they calling you a pussy, nigga.
About is Devin Haney. And I saw your Instagram post today where you were on the scales and it was 144. Is that saying something about whether that Devin Haney fight would happen at 144? Listen here, I challenge myself. Like I'm with the challenges. But when I posted that, I'm just showing like how much I weigh.
This nigga says he challenged himself. He's all about the challenges, but then he goes on to say some bullshit on why he's not going to accept the challenge.
Think about it, right? Everybody is like, oh, he's ducking Devin, he's scared of Devin, and all of this bullshit that comes with it. But truthfully, like when me and Devin fight, Devin is going to be 20 pounds bigger, which is why like he's so eager to jump in the ring with me. And like for me, it's like
What's it like?
with the fight, but that's why I said the 144 thing to where like, okay, you come down in the weight somehow. That way we meet in the middle, and I'm down with it. Like I think Devin is a tremendous fighter.
But
I think that they pussy. Like I think when it come down to it, like if you're begging to fight somebody that's way smaller, just like they did with Tank.
wait, can somebody explain that shit to me? Because I'm a little confused. You're with challenges. You're willing to accept the challenge. Fighting at 144, that's what you want. You're willing to fight him there, and then turn around and say he's pussy because he's willing to fight you. And then this, like I said, bro, Shakur and his fans they really want, they really want us to believe that him and Javante Davis are the same size. Nigga, Javante Davis is 5'5", my nigga. And that's probably when he wears some fucking big ass designer shoes, nigga. But Tank is 5'5", nigga, and this is who you're challenging. This is who you want to fight so bad. You know what it sounds like to me, y'all? I'm gonna keep it on honey. You know what it sounds like to me, y'all? Shakur does not want to fight in no fight where he feels like he's gonna have the disadvantage. If you feel like he got the disadvantage, if he feels like he's in a disadvantage, he's not gonna fight. He is not gonna fight. He don't even understand. Like Shakur, I don't know if he thinks that he's talking to his brothers when he grabs that microphone and talk. But when you're talking to grown men, when you grab that microphone and grown men can hear it, grown men with children, you know what I'm saying, who's lived their lives, nigga, to make 30 years old, 40, 50 years old, 60 and beyond. When we hear this shit, nigga, we're seeing right through the shit. Nigga, you sound like a sucker. You sound like you do not want to fight somebody because you feel like he's going to be bigger and better than you on fight night. That's what it sounds like. All that, all that, oh, it don't matter if you rehydrate. It don't matter. I'm with whatever. Nigga, that's already been proven a fucking lie. This nigga has the worst digital footprint in boxing history. Look at this shit.
Fights if you got the skills. That's how I think about it. That don't matter to me. Like I will fight you at 140. Like I will fight you at 140. I don't care if you rehydrate at 170. I don't care. That don't make no difference in fights if you got the skills. That's how I think.
This ain't AI.
That don't matter to me. Like I will fight you at 140. Like I will fight you at 140. I don't care if you rehydrate at 170. I don't care. That don't make no difference in fights if you got the skills. That's how I think about it. Like I don't. That don't matter to me. Like I will fight you at one.
Boy, nigga got the worst digital footprint in fucking boxing history. Come on, nigga. Like, you told the world you don't, nigga, 140? 140, you said you could fight somebody at 140. You don't care if they'll come up to 170. So what's with it? What's with it? So if a nigga fought you at 144 and came up to 170 on fight night, you still with it? No. Niggas changed his mind. He tried to be slick and diss Tank, but didn't know that shit was gonna bounce him in his ass. Bite him in his ass, I meant. He tried to diss Tank, but he didn't know that the same words will be biting him in his ass when it comes to Devin Haney. And then nobody's talking about the fact that Shakur told the world that the negotiations with him and Devin are fake and he's never heard anything about it. And then comes to find out that shit is actually real as fuck, and there's actual money on the line. And niggas are saying, hey, sign your part of the contract. It's like he smoked. Real shit. It's like Shakur smokes. Like he has the worst memory. But hey, it ain't for me though. When I smoke, nigga, I don't be forgetting shit like that. I don't be forgetting nothing like that. I don't forget no shit I said like that. Hell no. This nigga, I don't know. Boy, I cannot wait. Said he fine with Conor Ben, but it's entire world summit to get Haney versus Steven right now. Oh my god. And that's what I'm saying. Bro, and then what makes it worse is he's shooting himself in the foot, bringing up Conor Ben at a higher weight class because it's like, damn, nigga, you're saying, even if you don't say it, based off your logic, one can one can say that you're indirectly saying that you're not willing to fight Devin at a higher weight class because you do not view him as an easy fight. You actually view him as a opponent that can actually beat you. So therefore, you're not challenging yourself. You want to fight people that you have somewhat confidence that you're going to beat this person. You do not want to be in a fight where, damn, if I don't get my shit together, I might lose this. You don't like those type of fights. You're never in those type of fights. Never. Shakur's never in those type of fights. There's never been a Shakur fight where anybody say, you know, I put money on this guy because this. It's never like that. With this T.O. shit, of course you're gonna get a couple haters that's gonna say, oh yeah, I'm rocking with T.O. Nigga and his family members, but it's not no 50-50 shit. There's nobody saying making legit cases for T.O. to beat you or Oscar Valdez to beat you or Herring or Rob Consecchu or Artem or Josh Padley. Bro, it's never that because you're not challenging yourself. You're lying to yourself. You're telling us that you down for a fucking challenge. Nigga, you're not challenging yourself. Fighting Artem, Josh Padley, Teofimo Lopez, motherfucking Rob Conseco, Oscar Valdez. That's not challenging yourself. That's not challenging yourself, kid. That's not challenging yourself, kid. That's not challenging yourself, kid. Bro, and my thing is, if Shakur want to move like this, it's fine. That's fine. But don't you niggas dare sit in my face and say this nigga is pound for pound over Devin Haney, pound for pound over this guy, pound for nah. This whole fiasco, hell no, he's down off my pound for pound list. He's still on the pound for pound list, but he's not top three to me no more. Nah, because in my eyes, pound for pound means you're willing to fight another pound for pound letter, a fighter that's in or around your weight class. No hesitation, because you're trying to prove to us that you're actually pound for pound. You're the best fighter out here. These Shakur fans, they're cool with hypothetical fantasy wins and shit like that and all that. Why this nigga gets to skate and not fight nobody? Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm gonna challenge that every time. Every time. And then these niggas, Shakur fans, they looking so crazy right now. The only thing they can post is highlights from the fucking Teofimo Lopez fight. And everybody's like, bro, we know Tio, man. The jig is up, bro. Congratulations, you beat Tio. But we're not gonna say because you beat Tio, that's enough for you not to fight Devin Haney. Like, what are you talking about? Like, Devin Haney beat somebody that easily beat Tio. You know what I mean? Devin Haney easily beat somebody who beat Tio and dropped him first. Devin beat that guy easy. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, nigga, you cannot ride off into the sunset off of Teofimo Lopez win. And boy, oh boy, this shit's getting crazy on it because it's like, no, nigga, now all the shit you doing right now is only making it worse for you, Shakur, and his fans. Because the next nigga he fight gotta be a killer. He gotta be on Devin's level or somewhere near Devin's level. And me personally, as a boxing fan, I don't even know who that is, unless it's Javante Davis. He has to fight somebody. Say any good fights coming up? Yeah, nigga, the fight that's right behind me. This right here. This fight's coming up. Boots versus Xandar. And the reason why I'm not even really mentioning Shock is because him fighting Shock is him contradicting himself already. Because you said that niggas is pussy for trying to fight somebody smaller. Nigga, when you hopped in the ring with Shock, Shock looked fucking very small compared to you. So that'll be contradicting himself exactly. Again, you said Xander's cooked. Oh yeah. Xander's cooked. But I don't know. I haven't really watched Xander film. I told myself I'm not watching no Xander fights. I've never seen a Xander fight in full. I've never seen Xander fight from round one to round two. I don't even know what his ring introduction looks like. I told myself I'm not gonna watch no Xander film, nothing at all. I want this fight with him and Boots be his first impression. I want Xander versus Boots will be his first impression on me. I want to see that. Just how it is. I want to see no film. I don't even know what he fight like. Only thing I've been seeing from Xandar is training footage for this fight. And every time I watch the training footage, I say, damn, one, this guy's slow compared to Boots. Two, this guy's big as shit. How is he going to make this weight? Three, he's confident. And I love his confidence because it's real confidence. It's not fake confidence. That's what I take when I see Xander in his film of him working out and stuff like that. But my dude Crod said he has Boots. Crod, come explain that to me real quick before Shakur shit.
Hello.
What's poppin'? I respect your opinion, Crod. You know that. Been on my channel
Yes,
for years.
sir.
Um, why do you think Xander's gonna beat Boots? I've never seen Xander fight.
Um, yeah, personally with me, I think the reason why I would pick Xander to beat Boots is that fundamentally Xander has been at 154 longer than Boots. And as far as other competition goes, yes, like the resume is not like the quote unquote greatest, but in terms of like how he got there to where he's at, he's fought better competition to keep his fundamental skill set to keep on growing. If we go back and look at the Jorge Garcia fight and the Abbas, Barao fight, those are two fighters that beat top rank level, guys, in the division. That being Yoenis Telez with Abbas, and then Jorge Garcia, he beat Charles Bad News Conwell. That was actually ranked number two in the WBO, if I'm not to be mistaken.
I do. I
So,
remember that. I've
yep.
seen those fights.
Yeah, so basically, Xander was he was supposed to basically get it in there with a guy like Charles Conwell or anybody in that division because, remind you, if Jermell Charlo, if he still decided to defend his titles for undisputed, at that time frame before Sebastian Fundora even wanted to like opt in to try to fight him, that would have been Xander Zayas fighting for the WBO belt at that time frame, or possibly even Terrence Crawford. If he wanted to defend that title. So I would say just based off of like how Xander is particularly moving, he's at least fought some good some good level competition where those guys have given him some work and he's been
So,
tested.
do you feel like because of his resume, he's gonna beat Boots? You feel like
Um,
you feel like he's more battle tested than Boots?
yeah, partially for that particular degree, but I think fundamentally, I think Xander's a lot more disciplined to be more switched on with his defensive strategy compared to Boots, where like we've seen him look very, how should I say, very questionable up against lesser tier competition guy, like for guys like Karen, right, where Karen, within those two fights, Geronis does not cut the ring off. His defense is very vulnerable where he gets hit with punches where he's not really utilizing all the high level technique that he claims to say that he does. And then on top of that, if you're really that skilled, like you should be knocking these guys out that are like way like lesser skilled. So I think overall, Boots is good, but that the level of competition that he's been in there with for the majority of his career is nowhere near compared to like what Xander Zayas actually has done.
Oh,
So
so you talking about Jorge Garcia Perez and Boss Burrow? You big
yes,
on them?
yes.
Jorge Garcia Perez is a very flat-footed fighter, bro. I'm pretty sure we've seen Boots fight more technical fighters than that, bro.
Name any fighter that's more technical.
That's more technical than Jorge Garcia Perez. We could just start with Karen, bro.
Karen's not a technical fighter.
How is he not? Explain that to me.
One, his technical footwork is not good enough to the point where, he's actually beating guys that are way better than him.
Who is beating anyone that's way better than him? So what we're talking about is flat-footed Jorge Garcia Perez, who lost to Xander because of the footwork mostly. He couldn't even find Xander.
Okay, well, styles make fights. So Jorge,
And we're talking about Boots, a guy who has no father to his style. There ain't nobody you can spar or fight that has anything similar to what Boots is bringing.
yeah, well, that's just basically hearsay because, like you can look good, up against, anybody that's not on your level. And then you do that 30 plus times up against guys, that are not even good as you.
Like the entire 147 division.
Yes.
So that's why he's going to lose, because he's better than everybody at 147.
No, he's not. Jaron Ennis has not proven himself at 147 when he had the opportunity to face up against, the higher level competition. Even when we go back to even take a look at Terrence Crawford, he had the opportunity to fight Bud, and therefore he did not want to fight Bud. He had the opportunity to fight Terrence Crawford. He had the opportunity to fight him.
But you do know we're talking about, you're comparing him to an all-time great right now, right?
Okay, but still, like, he decided not to fight Terrence Crawford.
We're just talking about 23-year-old Xander.
Yeah,
Xander Zayas.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so if you're bringing Terrence Crawford into the situation, then it's not really looking that good for Xander.
How? Xander worked his way to the top to get to the WBO title.
Because you have to bring up an all-time great in order to criticize Boots.
I'm not. I'm just saying that based off of how Xander was moving, he was actually working his way to wanting to fight the best. And he wasn't trying to like maneuver himself to say, oh, well, let me try to fight this guy so I could just try to at least get my way, to like a belt, like a lot easier. No, Xander wanted to fight, the best level competition at 154. And like remind you, like didn't Xander wanted to fight Virgil Ortiz? Like at one point in time, he literally said, in like some little, I want to say, like I want to say that was like a top rank.
I mean, just because he wanted to doesn't mean that he did. The people that he did fight was Jorge Garcia Perez, and Abbas Barao. Okay.
Yeah, so those are good, high quality level guys.
And how many fights does he have?
Xander has over like, I think like what, 21 fights, or
how many knockouts does Boots have?
Okay, like, yeah, like I want to say he has like over like 26 knockouts or 28 knockouts.
Yeah, so Boots has knocked out more men than Xander's even seen in the ring.
Okay, like I mean, knockouts are good, but I mean, like at the world title level, like how does that scale? With like the known level names.
You were just saying he's the best at 147, so yeah, this is the world title level.
Yeah, I know, but as far as how Boots got there, he got there by getting a vacant title to get himself to that particular position.
Boots was the number 3 guy in a dead division that was ruled by Errol Spence and Bud Crawford.
Yes, and Boots was supposed to get.
He was the high risk, low reward guy. Yeah, he got one of Bud's one of Bud's belts, but who wanted to fight him? Even during all those times, like there was nobody calling out Boots' name. And the reason we like Xander so much is because he's actually calling out his name.
Because Xander actually wants to be
Boots
great.
is a demon out here.
Yeah,
and he's been fighting pro boxers, around the same time like Xander was. Xander got signed at 16. This dude Boots was in the amateurs, still fighting pro boxers then. Like, so it's like he might be a little too green for Boots, man.
Yeah, well, but the same question should have been asked for Jaron Ennis at 23 years old. Hey, Boots, why are you fighting guys that we don't need you to fight? When, if anything, let's just say it like this. Like, why didn't Boots just end up moving up to 154 anyway? Even if he wasn't going to get himself like a shot at 147 to go after Terrence Crawford or possibly Errol Spence or even your Dennis Ugas, at that time frame.
because it takes two people.
Okay, well, yeah, like I'm just basically saying like where, where the checkers basically lie. Like in my mind, if you're trying to look for the work,
Hmm.
you should you should at least try to like, put yourself in position to at least try to like opt in to try to work for like a mandatory position and then try to at least get that opportunity. But
Yeah,
furthermore,
all of that makes complete sense. But I don't
yeah,
think
yeah, yeah. Like
anybody's but
I'm
I
trying
don't
to
think
be.
anybody's intentions in navigating boxing has anything to do with their ability in the ring in this particular situation. So just because this person wanted to fight this person and didn't want to fight that person, and the other person on the other side of the ring wanted to fight this person and not that person, what does that really have to do with each other in that moment?
Well, I think it's based off of like the fighters' like intentions because it's like, if you look at how someone moves in their career, it's based off of how they're trying to like politically secure themselves in order to be successful.
So
Let's
So
let's talk let's talk about the fight itself.
yeah,
yeah.
How does Xander get it down? Get it done.
yeah. So I think heading into fight night, what needs to be, like the most important thing is to utilize
Footwork.
the. Yeah. Like I was like about to say that, but I was about to say the jab, and then the footwork needs to be really good. Very on point. I think the good thing like about Xander is that when he does listen to his coach, he utilizes his fundamentals very well. I would say Xander does not need to try to mix it up with boots. I think he needs to break boots down to the body. He needs to force a lot of feints, so therefore Jaron Ennis can get more frustrated into the later rounds. And then if there's a good opportunity to hurt him, I would try to set up, really good, sneaky counters in order to try to, fluster him. And therefore, if a particular good shot comes to try to knock him down, then go for it. But I think for the most part, Xander just needs to stick to his boxing fundamentals, and I think Xander, he could possibly pull it off.
I'm kind of scared for Xander in this fight, man, because I feel like most of the footage of Boots going into this fight is inaccurate, right? Because most of what we have to reference from Boots and what we kind of came up watching is him at 147, especially him and IBF clause, and he had this weight restriction on him, and we still thought he was pretty nice, right? And then he decided to that he got the unification with Stanionis, and having that weight restriction lifted off of him, like he just turned to something different against Stanionis, and then he moved up to 154, and then no weight, restriction on him, and he just blasted like Lima so bad that we don't even really consider that fight. We act like that fight never even happened. And that was the IBO champ.
Lima's
Yeah,
trash. I'm gonna
yeah,
keep 1,000 with you, Cyrus.
yeah. Because I was gonna say like about the Lima fight, I don't understand why Jaron Ennis decided to go that route to go fight him anyway because
Because it
he
was
could
for the
have.
WBA interim belt.
Yeah, but the main concern behind that was like, instead of fighting him, he could have at least tried to go for a mandatory position to try to challenge up against the IBF champion, that being Bakram, or he could have gone after maybe the winner between Yoenis and obviously Abbas to go after them
But
Can
first.
Xander punch?
how do you get in a mandatory position and you haven't fought at the division yet? So his first fight is for that interim belt. Like he
Yeah, well,
haven't
you
fought
can
at
actually
154 at
petition
that
for
point.
that.
I mean, but he got the inner. Why become someone's mandatory when you can get the belt?
Yeah,
And,
but
and and also those guys really
Lima,
don't want to fight him. Like what's his name? The British dude act like he don't exist. Like what was it? Yeah, Josh Kelly don't want him to work. Like
yeah, Josh
I
Kelly
mean
could have easily
Virgil seemed
been
like he
there.
was game. Virgil seemed like he was game. Then it seemed like his whole team just like went started doubting him after like Boots stepped into the ring. Bro, people don't really want to fuck with Boots like that.
Yeah, but if people don't want to fight him, then like has there been any evidence showing that there were already offers being sent out to say, hey, like, he hasn't been getting anybody to fight him, so therefore, there's like a reason why Lima was to be selected. Other than that, more so like actually, yeah, well, actually, I was like about to say, like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like business wise, like if this would have been possible, but why not have gone after Jamel Charlo when he was basically talking on social media to say, hey, like I'm trying to like get these fights with guys like Boots, Sebastian Fundora. Like don't you remember when Jamel Charlo he was basically calling everybody out where he was actually wanting to like fight basically everybody. So like
I mean,
overall,
it seemed like he just trying to get a fight at this point because when he
But
was in charge, he was like,
I,
"Wait your turn." It's like I'm not gonna
I'm trying to hear
sit
something.
down.
Just hold on, I'm trying to hear something because I haven't seen Xander fight for real. I only seen like a little clip. Is he punching like that to hurt
So
Boots?
so he was
Xander
in the
Xander has
beginning.
good power. It's not like as if he
Xander
has like
has Xander has like okay power, but he's
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
good fighter. He's more technical than he is strong. If you look at his early fights, they actually really fun to watch, bro. He was putting them niggas out in the beginning, but as he started raising up those levels, his style became more about the technical shit. Besides, knocking dudes down,
yeah.
and since he done blown up, people's never really seen that. I think he might be one of the best pure boxers at 154, if not the best outside his competition.
What
Yeah,
that
yeah.
gas tank looking like?
It's cool, but I will say at the end of the fight with a boss, I'm not sure if it was purely because he wanted to give the fans a show or because he was wearing down, but he entered a close range fight, like towards the end. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't on his bicycle as much, but he had kind of already won the fight at that point too.
Yeah,
So
I think overall, it's better to get more rounds, rather than trying to just, get the knockout to try to display like your power because, like remind you, there's like plenty of fighters, back then that were really great fighters that had good power, but it's like, they were more of like a good pure boxer semi puncher to kind of sneak in those, those high level power shots to be more technical. So I think like it's basically like a double-edged sword because it's like 1 minute like a fighter can look good trying to possibly knock somebody out when they're not really known for knockouts, but it's just
mhm.
based off of like how they technically set up those those shots because it's like granted like you could have all the power in the world, but if you don't know how to like place like your punches accurately, then you're not probably going to get as many crucial knockouts within your career. You could probably get, like a bunch of knockouts up against lesser competition. But if like the competition is like a lot more harder for you and you have all that, like you have all the power, to possibly knock that person out, but your punch placement is not good, then you're not going to get knockouts. So I think like personally with me, like, like when it comes to knockout power, it's based off of how fundamentally consistent and technically smart that you are to set up those like those shots in order to be like how should I say like in order to be smarter heading into the later rounds based off of how well like like a set like how well like established that you set up those shots.
Man, I don't. One of the things I'm worried about for Xander is he's never faced like adversity like this. He's never been in a situation where somebody could have like really hurt him. Or he's been like down on the cards or anything. You know, we
Yeah,
could
yeah,
we
yeah,
could
yeah.
roughly say the same about Boots, but when you reach like his level, he done kind of cleared out like 147 a little bit. We begging for somebody worth they salt to fight him, and then that's technically like the test, right? But then he's also been around for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like he's been at
Okay,
147 like
okay. Hold on. That fight's in what 7 days?
Yeah.
We gonna speak on that on Fight Night some more. But it says Shakur Stevenson he's back on Twitter talking this shit. So
what he talking about.
let's go find out.
Yeah, I'm about to go look.
And I wanted to get your thoughts on that, guys, about this whole Shakur Stevenson situation.
Yeah, Shakur Stevenson's been talking crazy, man.
Yeah,
I
what
ain't
his fans make it seem like his stock is not taking a hit. This is perfectly fine, but in reality, his whole character is being questioned.
maybe by a section of the fans.
Yeah, I
So
think
so what's
over.
yeah, so
Oh,
what's going on? So he oh, see I see him stepping on the scale and stuff. Oh, so okay.
Now he says
But it seems
Churchill
like
has
Bill
to
is
make up
really
the
trying
belt.
it seems like Bill is really trying to like push for the fight.
Yeah,
But they want but okay, so Olivieri I think that's how you say his name. Cleared up that that Keyshawn is his mandatory, and that and if he doesn't, and he doesn't make all the decisions. So he said there's a very high chance almost, it's pretty likely that if he doesn't fight Keyshawn, that he will get stripped. So I'm trying to figure out what it is that like Bill is doing. So he still wants to fight. It seems like he prefers to fight with Shakur over Keyshawn. Am I mistaken?
It sounds like he wants to do what?
It sounds like he prefers the fight with Keyshawn. I mean, the fight with Shakur over Keyshawn. Like Keyshawn is just
Duh. Because because basically Zuffa Boxing is offering life altering money for Shakur versus Devin.
but how do we know
They're
this
not
for a fact
look,
though?
Zuffa cannot they're literally they cannot even bid on Keyshawn versus Devin because
That
they
shit hasn't passed yet.
yeah, they're not some they don't have some type of license or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's not, oh, how do you know this for sure? Bro, it's not how do you know this for sure? Multiple sources are already saying this. Sean Sattel, Mike Coppinger, Bill Haney himself, the promoter, 78 Sports, Blue Blood, etc. And then also, I have my own personal connection. I don't have to say too much, but you already know. Uh, yeah, it's like all these people from different backgrounds are all agreeing on the same thing. Yes, this major company has money to spend and they want Shakur versus Devin Haney.
Okay, but
I,
if
I can
it's
see if it
but
was just I
okay,
can see if it was just Bill Haney saying
okay.
this, but it's not just Bill Haney. It's multiple people from different backgrounds who are not even associated with each other besides like Blue Blood and 78. You know what I'm
I
saying? These guys are not
I get
associated with
okay.
Sean and Mike. So of course, if they're all reporting the same thing, I
Okay.
mean, I get it.
So if it's that big of a fight, that means it'll still be there later. So if that's true,
No,
it
we
it,
don't
it, does it does
thing. We
seem
don't
like that
know
kind of
that.
takes
We
it
don't
does
know
seem like
that.
it seemed like that takes away some of the Haney's leverage, and Bill's trying to get that leverage back. He's like, we want our agency to do shit the way we want to. Y'all not gonna fucking box us in and like make us do y'all whatever sequence y'all want. We want it the way we want. But then again, like you said, there's a lot of details that most people just don't know. But I did see that most of the rumors started right on fucking Twitter, bro, and people started taking it as fact. So for this particular situation, I don't know what to
Remember when
believe,
Mike
bro.
Coppinger tweeted like what a couple months ago that hey man, there's negotiations for Devin versus Shakur. And remember
Yeah.
Shakur came to the timeline and quickly said, "Oh no, that's not true. That's not true." But now Shakur himself is saying, "Yeah, it's true."
He said that Zuffa's involved.
Yeah, Zuffa's here.
I look, where did he say that? Because I've been hearing him basically refute the shit that they've been saying. I've been
Uh,
hearing nothing on their side that I don't know
Zuffa,
to give me any indication. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want to say I think you said it on don't you know that Shannon Sharp show with him and Chad Johnson, right?
yeah.
I want
Oh,
to
that
say yeah, it's
I
Oh
called
must
yeah,
have been on those
and then
Nightcap.
channels.
and then Hearn himself, Eddie Hearn came out and said, "Yeah, Shakur, signing to Devin, to fucking Zuffa." And Shakur, he ain't come out and say, "Oh no, that shit's cap.
Hmm.
That shit's cap." And Eddie Hearn said that like a month and a half ago. So the fact he
Mm.
didn't come out and say, "Oh, Eddie Hearn just capping right now. He's capping."
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask you, all right, man. Knowing that Shakur is signed with Zuffa, like, if not Devin Haney, who do you think Shakur will fight? Knowing
Right.
that Zuffa's gonna
I don't
give him
know.
all
And
this.
Right.
honestly, me
Right.
personally, since me personally, I
Yeah,
don't think that I think that contract has stipulations. I don't think he's fully committed to Zuffa because they want to pencil in something that's real, not just you signing to them. We want you to sign and then fight this guy.
yeah,
So I feel like the deal really depends on how they move this shit between, say uh Devin and motherfucking Shakur. I don't think Zufa's still gonna be on the table for to sign Shakur if he doesn't agree to fight Devin Haney.
I will say this.
yep,
I'm not sure if I ever remember a fight being this fucking negotiated on, bro. Like, what year are we in, bro? Like, year three of negotiations, bro?
yeah.
No.
It's been over like I want to say 4 years because I know.
I wouldn't say no and nah because this will be considered another. Well, I guess you could say so. I guess you could say so that this is
Like,
basically a continuance of the first
yeah,
time they
bro.
try to negotiate.
At least we kind of like not putting as much pressure on Tank because we like this thing ain't gonna fight nobody anyway. But with these two dudes, bro,
With this shit though,
Mm-hmm.
Shakur fan, I'm not gonna lie, man. Shakur fans, y'all can't refute this shit. Y'all can't say this nigga doesn't sound like he's moving very strategically.
I feel like both sides are like playing like real strategically. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, both sides don't look crazy though right now. And it's like, you know that. You know who we're talking about, and there's a reason why we're talking about him.
I mean,
Not
both
because of
sides.
just
I
good
mean,
things.
both sides look crazy to different people. Because with on one side they're like, okay, so whatever happened to like the rules of the rules? Like, shut the fuck up and fight Keyshawn. Some people are saying that. And other people are like, bro, look at all this money that's on the table. And then people are like questioning that. Bro, there is so much fucking going on, bro. It's almost hard to like stay neutral for real if you want this fight. Because you're gonna
Nigga,
blame somebody for it
you
not
can't,
happening.
you with this situation, it's hard to stay neutral because you have one side whose side is very simple. Very simple. We want to fight this guy. Specifically, we're willing to fight the other guy, but we want this guy right now. And the other side is saying, oh, well, there's a lot of stipulations before you can even try to fight me. Maybe you should fight your mandatory. Maybe we should meet at 144. Maybe we should throw a rehydration clause on it. You know, one side is very simple. The other side is making this shit more complex than it needs to be.
I do think that Shakur's side is kind of rebelling against Dev's side. It's just like y'all niggas are so used to having everything y'all way. Like, what makes y'all think that y'all could just say y'all want this with us and just have it y'all? You know what I'm saying? You can't just bully me too.
They're
I feel like
not
there's
used
some
to
manners.
having it their way because at the end of the day, he had to fight fucking George Kambosos in Australia twice. Like, that's some crazy shit. Nigga had to get a whole apartment down there because he's bound by contract to fight somebody in Australia twice.
That
That's not
sounds
going his way every time.
that sounds pretty fly though.
You said that sounds pretty fly. I mean, it does on when you think about it, like, but when you really, really look at it, like, nigga,
The effort.
the type of fucking reptiles and shit that they got over there in motherfucking Australia and bugs and all that,
The kind
nigga.
of reptiles them
Yeah,
niggas.
hell no, you'd be like, nah, I don't know about that one.
But then other people would have been like, that still was like weighed out because all you needed was to beat Cambosis to like get them three belts. Like you got it in and y'all made it happen. And then
Man,
people
it happened. You could see the one
the same
side.
the same
Yeah,
way people criticize like Bud for like, oh, this nigga he just fight one person and now he undisputed. You know, people say that shit too.
I could see if he fought Cambosos and left. No, he fought Cambosos and then defended his belt against the number one challenger, which was Lomachenko, when he didn't have to.
Yeah,
Especially knowing that he was drained. Like, everybody pulls up the pictures of Devin Haney looking drained at 135. Niggas don't even understand. That's like a whole year and some change before he even fought Lomachenko. So it's like for him to stay after looking like that to fight a guy like Lomachenko,
That was big, bro.
yeah, and then
That
win
was big,
unanimous
bro.
decision. And then people don't even put the context to it. Like, oh, look, he struggled. Like, no, nigga, he stayed after looking like one of the worst pictures of boxing weigh-in we've seen in fucking recent years. And that was like a whole year after. So it's like, nah, you got to give that man some credit. He's always putting himself on the. He's always putting himself in a disadvantage to fight somebody, and now he's in a position where he could have had the advantage if the fight was at welter, but now it's going to be at 144 catch weight,
I
which
mean,
is also
he still
welter.
might. I think he still might have the advantage, bro. Because remember, Shakur's a guy who coming up from 126, and he got a good jab, but he got a short reach. He got a 69-inch reach.
yeah, he had got short arms.
hmm and he don't rehydrate that big either, so he can't. He don't really
So in that
accept that.
in this look, with that being said, like,
hmm
I understand the sport, so I understand Shakur. The reason why he's moving the way he's moving is because, like you said, he knows his 144, 147 is a way different version of what he's going to get, what Devin's going to show up as. And he doesn't feel confident in his ability to outbox Devin Haney because he knows Devin is not some fucking slouch like Conor Ben.
Yeah,
So there's a high chance that he can lose. And by him losing, he won't necessarily get knocked out. It could happen, but not saying he'll get knocked out, but it's really hard to build back up after losing to Devin
I
when
mean, because
your
the
whole motive in boxing was you being the legacy fighter, and then if you end up losing your legacy fight, it's gonna be tough on him
I
building
mean,
back
bro,
up.
either one of these dudes like losing their O for real be devastating. by almost anybody. You know what I'm saying? There's like nobody that they could fight and lose to, and people won't be like fucked up about it. You know what I'm
I feel
saying?
like with Devin is a lot worse because it comes with some shit, bro. Let's be real. Like
Oh,
niggas,
bro.
it comes with the fans. It
Yeah.
comes with you shitting on Devin and saying he's the garbage, one of the weakest persons out here, fighters out here. So losing to that guy is pretty bad.
Bro, like, and like niggas that already went through that heartbreak with Devin Haney and then seen him like come back and all that shit. So it's like, bro, niggas kind of want Devin to have his shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like there's still unfinished business with Ryan and shit. And it's just like I feel it, bro. You know what I'm saying? But god damn. Yo, you know
Uh,
what'd be so funny, bro? I ain't
what?
gonna lie, dog. What if this nigga Shakur gonna turn around and take on like a voluntary some shit, like something that's still go in accordance with the rules, but just throw the whole plan in the fucking shitter for the moment, and then he gotta
Yeah,
go
you
fight
know,
Keyshawn.
and that's the thing. They said Devin's mandatory was due. They said Shakur's shit might end up being due too.
Yeah, bro. I think that's probably like
And then when you look at
mm,
who he's gonna be fighting, if it's shit's due, it's like, oh my god, if you fight this guy instead of fighting Devin, shit.
like this nigga might. So it's like 140, and there's so much work that he could take on at 142, bro. Like,
Vargas, Emiliano Vargas could be fucking Shakur's mandatory if it came down
Yeah.
to it. That's scary, bro.
ooh,
And if he fights somebody
ooh.
like that,
Ooh, bro, bro, Emiliano Vargas ain't nothing to fuck with, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
oh my god, bro.
If
Let's
Yeah.
you
be
lose,
real.
bro, if
Come on. Let's talk about straight up just status in boxing. If you fight this guy, Vargas, over fighting Devin Haney or even Shock Foster, it's gonna the public perception is not gonna be good.
it's not,
Not at all.
it's
Yeah.
not.
Plus, Shakur has history with like Emiliano. You know, he's been talking smack with him over the past like what, like several years.
And they need to be careful with that boy because he's in the same class as Abdullah. Like that nigga is the leader of the next generation, bro.
Yeah,
Like him and
Abdullah.
John Arobio at 140 or fucking, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I actually said this like I want to say last year or the year before, but I want to see Abdullah and Emiliano fight. But I wouldn't be surprised if you know, if a Shakur Stevenson says, "Oh, hey Emiliano, if you want to fight me, you got to fight, you know, Abdullah Mason."
Nah, I think that's just for the fam. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And I think he respects Abdullah too much for that shit. And he know that kid, he wants to compete. So he like, all right, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I think you only got to tell Shakur one time.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Because I do know Emiliano. He's gonna fight Bryce Mills, which I actually saw him fight not too long ago. I was at the Turning Stone Casino doing media for the Manny Pacquiao card for Elijah Pierce versus that Venezuelan dude, Lorenzo Para. And Bryce went up against some black dude fighter, from Florida, and he stopped him. But I don't think Bryce Mills is actually that good, honestly. I think he's decent, but up against like top tier names, like I think a guy like Emiliano Vargas is going to be too much for him.
But I do think Bryce Mills is still of that class because he's still like 24 years old.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And
yeah.
he got like
Yeah.
23 fights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's mad
yeah.
young. It's just like how he's been moving is just kind of like, I want to say maybe, that the reason for his choice, of
Mhm.
opponents is probably just due to like promotional,
You know
maybe
what?
promotional issues where he can't get big fights because obviously big level networks and promoters don't actually know, who he is yet. So I think
I,
with this fight between him and, Emiliano on the Xander Zayas and Boots undercard, I think they're the co-main event. Yeah, that's a really good fight because that's gonna like open the door, between that particular possible mandatory position for Shakur Stevenson.
man, I look at this as like a legacy fight for their class.
Yeah,
Like
yep,
like there's technically no reason these two guys who are basically on the same path should be fighting each other right now.
of
And I
course, yeah,
do think there might be something to him having like a promotional issue, because up until like he lost, he was basically fighting bullshit fighters that was like
Yeah, he
debuted.
was.
They was like 0 and something or like 1 and 0. You know, they didn't have no more than one win. They fought somebody who had 18 fights, an actual fighter, and he lost a split. And
Yeah.
it seemed like he
Hey,
got his act together, and he been
There's
fighting real
hey,
fighters
hey,
since.
hey, hey, guys. I wanted to talk about something else.
okay.
Motherfucking I don't think Keyshawn should be fighting Devin Haney. I'm not saying I don't
Mm,
want that fight, but
okay, okay.
I
You
don't
don't want
think
to
it's a
see
good
Keyshawn
idea
get beat up.
because and the reason why I say this
Fuck.
because I was watching footage on Keyshawn and you see my time. I don't know if you see I posted. Man, I watched the Albright the second fight, not the first fight, the second fight. This guy Keyshawn, he leaves his left hand down when he's punching his jabs. He does what they say Devin does, which is the bow and arrow jab. And if you go watch that clip, he left himself exposed for a left hand,
Man,
turned him. He tried to clinch, broke out the clinch, and then a right hand down the pipe from Albright made that nigga legs buckle. He had to fucking clinch on fucking Albright. And this is the second fight. And I swear, I'm not trying to
so
shit on Albright. But this is somebody who is a part-time boxer. He's not fully
bro,
dedicated to the
bro,
sport
Albright is
like Dev.
nice, nigga.
He no, let's be real. Let's be real.
That
Let's be
nigga's
real.
nice, bro.
Albright, he is not dedicating his life all the way to boxing.
Yeah, that's what's so crazy, bro. He could
He's
fight
not.
at this. He could fight at this level as a part-time boxer, bro. And it's just like, and let me bring it back to this: styles make fights. Now here, Albright has an awkward style, and he's tall and lanky for his division. You know, so I think he'll be a tough fight for anybody. And he has like a decent amount of pop, but his style isn't ready to knock you out. It's to be awkward and win. You know. And so, looking at Keyshawn's style versus Dev's style, I'm thinking that if Loma had success with Devin, like Keyshawn
What
would
was the
probably
success? What was the success Loma had?
just being like, sometimes he would just press and be able to get on the inside, and sometimes Devin would just get hit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like using his feet to
One
like
can
close the
argue,
distance.
and I
Like
made
like
hold on. I'm gonna let you
mm,
cook. I'm gonna let you cook. I made a point to say that this was Keyshawn's last fight. Not a fight. You're bringing up Lomachenko versus Devin. Lomachenko versus
mhm.
Devin was like what we just agreed on. He was drained in that fight. Those are totally different versions of Devin that would show up against a Keyshawn, if we being real. I'm really comparing both their last fight. Albright versus motherfucking Keyshawn and Dev versus Brian Norman Jr. If you
but
go back and watch those fights based off of the styles alone, you would not be picking Keyshawn to beat this guy if you're putting some money on it. I wouldn't. Just off the styles alone. The Keyshawn, he's a good fighter. He has the talent, but it would be like somebody making a fire ass pizza and taking it out before the fucking pepperoni and all that shit even fucking melt and cooks.
I mean,
All the
also,
ingredients is fire, but it's not ready yet. Keyshawn is not ready to be fighting no Devin Haney.
who else is he going to fight?
Who Key? If I
Brian Norman.
be fighting Brian Norman. If anybody he should be fighting Brian Norman
I ain't
Jr.
gonna lie to you, bro. I probably want that fight more than almost any other fight, bro. If you looking at like a style matchup, bro, I'd rather see them two fight than Shakur fight most people and Dev fight most people, bro. Like, and that might be a fight where, like, bro, they might take a piece out of each other in that fight. But it's
And here my theory,
but
Cyrus.
but
Tell me if I'm tripping. I feel
okay.
like I'm low key pissed off that we didn't get Keyshawn versus De Los Santos because I feel like if we would have seen Keyshawn versus De Los Santos, people would not be as confident as they are picking Key to beat Devin Haney today. Because we would have seen him finally against somebody who has good footwork, somebody that has some speed and some pop in his punches and with a decent IQ compared to who he's been fighting.
Man, either they'll be more confident or they'll be less confident, bro, because we don't know how we did. So he kind of left us with uncertainty. You
Yeah,
know what
and
I'm
that's what I'm
saying?
like. How can you be so certain he would beat somebody like Devin Haney when he hasn't even showed us what he looks like when he's fighting at the highest level? And I respect to Albright, but I don't think Albright is of the highest level in boxing. Let's be real. I swear I'm not trying to shit on him.
I mean, but these aren't bad opponents though. Like I think
When
Albright.
you're look who we're
I think
comparing it
Albright
to,
is
that's what
coming
I'm
up.
saying. It's
But
not
I
they're
think
a bad
Albright.
opponent. It's who are we comparing this opponent to who he potentially wants to fight.
Yeah, man. But
That's
Albright.
what I'm saying. I'm not
Albright
saying these niggas
almost.
are trash.
Yeah, but Albright almost stopped Frank Martin, man.
But then again, who the fuck is Frank Martin? I would never pick
I
Frank Martin.
mean,
Fucking
at a
Devin
certain
Haney.
point, niggas was pretty high on Frank Martin.
Not to beat no Devin Haney based off the styles.
You know what
Devin
I'm saying?
Frank Martin for 135.
I mean, we don't know
Looking at a unanimous decision.
because we
True.
are talking about,
But then those are hypothetical. Let's talk about what's
yeah.
actually in front of us. What's actually in front of us is a fighter with 15 fights who has not fought an A-level fighter. And
I
people are
mean,
saying that this guy is going
I
to beat
mean,
the A-level.
I mean,
Who's
he
at the
did fight.
top of his game right
Okay,
now? Like
no,
we
but
it's more like when we talk about this boxing shit, it's more like niggas got hope in Keyshawn more than saying, oh yeah, well, based off of this fight, we seen that he was able to weather the storm against this level of type of competition. It's more like he beat Albright, so he's good enough to fight Devin Haney. I don't think it, man. I don't see it. But I'm not saying I don't want to see the fight. I'm not like these Shakur fans who's gonna
also,
say they don't
bro,
want to see it. Of course,
and also, bro,
if it came down to it, I would want to see it.
everyone's eye test is different. You know what I'm saying? And we all see it through the
Said Keyshawn
lens.
has no inside game. He
I
keeps
wouldn't
calling
say.
him out. He thinks he's ready. Honestly, I feel
None.
like Keyshawn he wants to fight Devin Haney because one, it's a way much bigger bag than
I think
fighting
it's.
Brian Norman Jr. And
I
then on
think it's
top of that,
personal. I also
losing
think
to
it's
Devin
personal with him.
Haney, Keyshawn losing to Devin Haney won't be just as bad because you could say, well, you fought, a guy like Devin Haney on your 16th fight,
And also, I think it's
17th fight, or
personal.
whatever it's going to be.
And also, I think it's personal with him.
And him losing to somebody like that, you could say, oh, well, I lost to this guy. You're not, and most likely he's not going to get knocked out. Probably going to lose a unanimous decision. But if he was to fight somebody like Brian Norman and gets dropped or hurt in a fight against Brian Norman, then it'll be really bad because folks will be like, oh, we were calling Brian Norman trash. We said Devin Haney basically was able to beat him
I
because he's
mean,
trash and he
how do
doesn't
we
move his
know that?
head.
How do we know that Keyshawn
But if
won't
you go
knock
in there
out
and
Brian
struggle
Norman
against
though?
Brian Norman,
But how do we know that Keyshawn won't knock out
niggas will be
Brian
like,
Norman?
oh, no.
We don't know that. You know, we don't know if he'll knock out Brian Norman or not. We don't know the results of that fight because it hasn't happened.
So,
Yo, everything good?
can you hear me?
I can hear
I
you.
can hear you. Okay, so Tank low key just called Shakur out on Twitter. And
What he said?
the thing is with Shakur, bro, I feel like Shakur, he just wants to stay as close as he could to 135 so he could possibly fight Tank. Because he probably views Tank as a much winnable fight, seeing that he would be bigger than Tank.
I mean, I think he feels like 135 is basically his division. You know what I'm saying? Like he's filled out at that weight. You know, it's his third weight class. He feels like he could beat anybody there, and it's still a lot for him to accomplish there. Like he hasn't really unified anything.
He doesn't even have a belt at 135.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because they stripped him.
It's like the powers that be want that man to fight above 135.
I mean, the powers that be didn't really like that guy that he be hanging out with. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. So it's really unfair how they did him. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's technically supposed to be two like concurrent like two division champion.
Tank just he posted a video of him on the scale, and he weighs at 147 right now.
Man, what's his fucking new page called?
Money Joy Floyd, Money Floyd often, Money Fly often won.
Yeah.
Yeah, So there you have it. I don't think we're gonna get a Shakur versus Devin because Shakur he don't want to fight Devin Haney. And his to get out of this situation of him looking bad is by fighting Javante Davis. Literally.
Man, we'll see what Tank does, man.
You think Tank gonna drop Tank fuck around and drop his belt at 135 and not fight what's his name?
Probably, man. If he gonna do that, I just want him to hurry up and do whatever he wants, whatever he plan on doing. I feel like he's taking up time.
Yeah. All these niggas is doing too much, bro. But I get trust me, I get Bill's standpoint. It's like Zuffa, they're bidding on Shakur versus Devin. That's the life changing money they're trying to offer for these guys, man. They can't even bid on Keyshawn versus Devin. So if Keyshawn versus Devin happen, it's gonna go to a purse bid, and they're probably gonna fight on top rank the zone
I
for
mean,
less
bro,
money. For
if this
less
nigga
money.
if this nigga Dev beat Keyshawn and then he beat Shakur, bro, he's probably pound for pound number one for me, bro, or at least like number two.
Said only Haney fans get mad Shakur fighting Tank over Devin. Nah, only thing I'm upset about Shakur is that nigga, you sold me a lie. You said you're about legacy fights and all that, but when it was presented to you, you're saying, "Oh no, it's I don't want to do shit on your term. I want to do it on my term."
So I mean, think about it like this: it's just, are you presenting me a legacy fight? Like it's just like, bro, I'm a legacy too. Like, well, why is it like you bringing this historical occasion to me? Like I'm not a part of fucking history too, nigga. Like they try to make me seem like I'm ducking because I'm like, can
Because
we
he's
do this
like,
a different way? Like,
because he also like I see the play. Shakur's also like, man, like y'all putting all this pressure for me to fight Devin, but high key, I want to fight Tank because it's probably a bigger bag, and that I can. This looks like a more winnable fight in my eyes because that'll be closer to the way I want to fight at, rather than trying to move up and fight this dude who has history on with me, who can make it the fight a boring fight and win by decision. I
man,
can't wait. I gotta see. I gotta see it because if Shakur is not fighting now, Shakur might be in a position where he's gonna have to give up his belt to
I
fight
mean,
Javante.
I mean that's why his next move might be a defense.
It might be a title defense because it's like, nah, nigga, you're gonna have a for the WBO to not look super shady. They're gonna have to mandate Shakur as well, right after
Um,
Devin shit.
it seems like the WBO decided they already know what they want. It's like, nigga, you gonna have to fight Keyshawn and vacate, bro.
And we don't want to help you fight Shakur Stevenson. We're not gonna authorize you to fight Shakur Stevenson. That's some crazy shit, nigga. You can't tell me Jay Prince not involved with that shit. Hey, it is what it is. They're not mandated until like the next 3 4 weeks. This nigga Keyshawn said he woke up as the mandatory. How does that work? In a weight class he's never fought in. Cyrus, can you explain to me how that works?
Say that again.
Keyshawn said he woke up as the mandatory in a weight class he's never fought in. Can you tell me how that works?
Yeah, the sanctioning bodies do what the fuck they want, man. You
Do what
know,
they
so
want. Huh?
so I think that if they didn't do this, then the conversation would be different.
It's just, don't you find it hella convenient that this conversation came about as soon as the talks of Devin Haney and Zuffa pressuring Shakur to fight Devin
Yes,
Haney?
bro. Yes, bro.
That's hella
Yes,
convenient,
bro.
huh?
Because
I,
yeah, bro. Because there's so many moving parts in boxing, bro, and so many of them pieces are business related. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's some people who really shouldn't be saying shit who's stepping in, and it's like now, like, oh, we want to like this. You know what I'm saying?
I wish we could hear Jay Prince on the microphone again. Jay Prince on the microphone. No, folks didn't really catch what he said. He already admitted he said he feels like Shakur is not big enough just yet. He needs time. He said that, and folks kind of just overlooked it because it's like he's not the type of guy that we're gonna be spending his interviews in the fucking boxing Twitter.
Yeah, especially during these times, he's not gonna be talking to nobody. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be handling business, make sure shit goes right.
But from me looking at it as a businessman myself, it looks like he views Shakur Stevenson as a valuable fighter, and he looks at Keyshawn as less valuable. So to get the pressure off his most valuable fighter, he would sacrifice his less valuable fighter because it really wouldn't be a sacrifice because at the end of the day, if this guy wins, it's a win for us. If he lose, it's still a win for us because we satisfy the company that we work with, Top Ranks needs. Because Top Ranks said they're signing off on Devin versus Keyshawn. They want that because it's either that or Brian Norman Jr. So yeah, it's really a win-win for Jay Prince. But what looks bad for what looks bad is how they have to spin Shakur Stevenson's next move. The next move from Shakur got to be good. So right now, Tank is actually throwing him a fucking bone by posting that little video of him on the scale. That's like a lifeline because right now he looks so crazy. Shakur looks so crazy.
Uh, Hold on, but you think that's like a challenge?
What?
Like Tank stepping on the scale?
Yeah, it's letting them know that hey, don't forget about me. I'm still here, and we can get active.
147.
And we can get active too. I don't
And
think
then
Tank
his
will fight
tweet,
Shakur.
his
I don't
tweet
think Tank
after
will fight
said,
Shakur at 135.
so who is he talking about in his most recent tweet?
Who?
He said, homie, homie, think we cool. The fuck, fam, I don't fuck with you. Not only you, I don't fuck with the people you with. None of them niggas. They like, none of that. They're like, none of that. Niggas soft. I'm alone.
Talking to Greg Hackett.
Damn.
He got this beef with Greg Hackett because I forgot what Greg Hackett do, but when you start talking about Tank and you got a little voice, yeah, he's not gonna feel that shit.
Oh, yeah. Like, yeah. Yeah, Tank just let him know that he didn't like him.
Yeah, because Greg Hackett, he talking about he wants to fight. He will spar Javante Davis.
He probably would.
Yeah, he probably will. I'll let her see that shit. Greg sparring Javante Davis. Obviously, nigga, what you think how that shit will play out? Hell
170.
no. Nah, they don't even let them niggas spar. That nigga's that nigga way too big. But then again, he's out of shape compared to Tank. Tank probably feel like since he in shape right now, he could just outwork him. Have the speed advantage over him.
Hold on, my bad. Say that again.
How do you think a Greg Hackett sparring Tank will even play out?
Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just sparring.
Right. But Tank is still a major player in this game. He still is a major player. And I feel like he feels a certain type of way because the boxing world is talking about Haney and Shakur. Like it's supposed to be Boots versus Xander fight week. And we're talking about Shakur and Devin Haney.
Hey, bro, it's a big fight that we've been wanting for a long time.
And then Boots talking about what can he do to be, he wants to be a major star.
Hmm. I mean, he ain't really got no peers no more. If you think about it.
He really should have stuck around and fought Devin at 147 for unified titles.
Oh boy, nah, hell nah, bro. Cause that probably would be hard, bro. Cause if them niggas still wouldn't have fought up to this point, bro, he'd have been killing himself, bro.
Like, what if he actually signed to fight Devin at 147 and then the fight got postponed, but he's bound by contract to fight Devin?
Say that again.
I said, what if he signed to fight Devin at 147 and then the fight got postponed, but he's bound by contract to stay and fight him? That'd have been tough on his body.
Yeah, that'd have been bad. That'd have been a
And
bad decision.
when you speak on that fight at 147, people say, "Oh, how can you say Devin Haney versus Boots would be anyone competitive?" That high key would be competitive.
I mean, if you drain Boots,
Yeah,
but
if he
in the
would,
beginning,
if he
it
was
might be
drained,
better than
nah,
we
of
think.
course.
It might be better than we think, because like Boots just has too many advantages on Dev.
Even not even
Because
okay.
Dev is coming up for 135. You know what I'm saying? He's filling out at 147. Like this is where he's finally good. Like this nigga Boots might end up at like 160, bro. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? It's just like we are actively watching how Boots' body is developing in this division. The first fight just ran through the dude, and then that was it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like we still got more to see, bro.
I'm so
But
hyped for the Xander fight as a boxing fan, and that's why I said I don't want to watch no Xander film because like the crowd, he just came over. He spoke some valid points to me, in my opinion. Even though I can see how it can sound crazy to people who know him and know Boots, but to me, as somebody who's never seen Xander, it's like okay, he's saying some valid shit. So let's see how that shit plays out.
yeah, shit, man. Xander's just gonna be another step onto the road of
But I've been watching the
becoming
kid
pound for pound number
train.
one.
I've been watching the kid train. That nigga's big as shit. And he still look big. So what makes me think what's gonna happen is
Fat cat,
Xander's probably gonna cut all that weight like last minute
fat.
and
Mhm.
put it right back on.
Bro, I think most of his training might actually be fat camp, bro.
Obviously, that nigga looked like he was 200 pounds when he's doing that interview with Speed.
Yeah, because think about how much money he got after he unified.
And how good Puerto Rican food is.
Nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think about shit like
He
that.
living a different life now.
He getting that paper, he got them Versace shirts on and shit.
Hell yeah, bro. All that shit that Canelo be wearing. all,
Niggas get
all
some money, all of a sudden they pants are silk.
right, they got them threads for real. Yeah, bro. And like Boots got like his dad to keep his head on the fucking ground. Like no matter how much money he got, as long as Bosie's still alive, bro.
But look where Boots is at though. Look at the environment. Niggas in Philly.
Yeah, bro. And he in the same place, his dad's place, bro. I think he been living with his dad, his parents this whole time. I don't think he ever lived by himself, bro.
Boots gotta be careful out there. Niggas be hungry.
I think that's what part of it, bro. Because people around him are super aware. You know what I'm saying, of the
And you see,
situation, and
that's
that
one.
niggas.
Let's talk about some real shit. Let's talk about some real shit because Boots might have to relocate. And how is that gonna help? How is that gonna help him in the long run if he has to relocate?
I don't know, bro. It seemed like he's mastered his environment, though, bro. I don't think
Yeah,
there's
that's his
anything left for him
environment.
to come
I'm
to
not
out there.
wishing that bad on him, but what if some shit become real uncomfortable over there and he has to switch his training camps up to motherfucking Vegas
That's what I'm
or
saying. You know
Cali?
what I'm saying? I think everyone around him, I think he's one of those like rare few people. Is like everybody in his hometown fuck with him and like respect him, and it's just like nobody probably there's people there are people who like they probably don't even talk bad about like Boots in Philly, bro. Like if you just like start talking shit about Boots for whatever reason, like niggas might like really get mad at you, bro.
What if niggas around him see him that he making all this paper fighting fucking Xandar and all this shit and be like, I ain't eating Boots.
But then also like to be around Boots, you gotta be around Bozy.
Well,
And
he just
Bozy's a
got
different nigga,
he just
bro.
got all I'm saying is he's so comfortable in Philly. Will
Hmm.
he look great? Will he look different in the ring if he has to switch situations?
I think he would switch situations if it gave him an advantage for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Like if I just don't think he feels like he has to, or he found anything that he feels is better just
All
yet.
the big fighters relocated to Vegas.
I think he might get like a second crib somewhere for like training camp.
They all relocated to Vegas when the papers start getting real.
But remember, he owns the Wells Fargo.
You think that's making more? If will we ever see Boots in a Vegas fight?
Maybe. I don't see why not.
Who is after? Okay, let's talk about it because obviously people feel like he's gonna whoop motherfucking Xander easy. After Xander, Then what? Who's next? Fedor's not going to fight him. Fedor's trying to keep all his brain cells before he go to college.
I think the walls are gonna be closing in on all those guys at 154 after this fight, bro. Because it's just gonna be going like, oh man, Boots is Xander. It's gonna be suddenly, okay, what's Boots gonna do next?
He should fight Charlo. He has to fight Charlo. In my eyes, Charlo is still undefeated at one. Not
Bro,
undefeated, but
I
because
don't
he
think
beat Tony, he lost to Tony Harrison. But in my eyes, he's still the 154 undisputed champion to me because nobody ever beat him at 154 that didn't
bro,
get avenged.
I don't think that's a bad idea, bro. You defend against and it help bring some extra life into boxing. You know what I'm saying? By bringing a well-known name in there, you know what I'm saying? Just
Charlo said he would do it,
I
but
know
the
he
paper
will.
got to be right.
Man, that nigga will do fucking anything right now.
That's what I'm saying. That nigga said he'll do it. It just came with some paper. But Eddie Hearn talking about, oh, that nigga asking for some crazy money.
Yeah, bro. He want bread, man. He want back in. He need the
I think he
business.
deserve. Honestly, I think he deserve it. Not no fucking 10, but probably like a good like 4.5 with a fucking pay-per-view back in.
That's crazy, bro. Because now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, if he don't have like no other fights, bro, they're not gonna put him in there with to like with Boots like to defend his belts. Because I don't think the business sees like Jamel and his brother as reliable right now. You
I
know what
get
I'm saying?
see why the business would be there, but honestly, I
You
feel
like you
like
got
they
to show
should
us
they
at least
should
one fight,
they
at
should
least one
offer him
fight.
that because at the end of the day, you're fighting somebody who is pretty much a. I don't care how corny Charlo is. He's a 154 legend. He was the very first undisputed 154 champion in boxing history, right?
Very much so, but it's just like that shit that he did with Canelo
Canelo
kind of just
washed
made
it away,
everything
and
just
then
so
the
much worse, bro.
inactivity,
It was so
the
much worse
inactivity's
after that.
killing it too.
Yeah, dog. So it's just like the business gonna be like, you got to show us at least
Okay, maybe
one.
four is a little high. Probably get that nigga like a good 3 point something with some pay-per-view backing. Promote that fight
But
for
but who's
some
to say
months.
like no matter how much we pay you that you even gonna show up at this point? Who's to say you gonna make weight at this point? You know, so you got to show us at least something, fight somebody, anything, and
He
they
got to
ain't
come
they
back
ain't
and
giving that.
he got to come back and knock somebody out real quick.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Do it right. You know what I'm saying?
Otherwise, it looks like you just trying to do a money grab.
Yeah, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like you just desperate, and we not about to fuck around with you, and then you gonna fuck our shit up because
You go in there and fucking take a knee in the third round.
nigga.
Next thing you know, it's over. We didn't get you all that bread for no reason.
So I don't know, man. So it's good. They got to do something like Josh Kelly or whoever got the belt at that time. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, you can't act like boots don't exist no more, bro. You
And
know what I'm saying?
still, those aren't fights that's gonna propel him, even if he used to get that Josh Kelly fight for real.
Or he might defend against Virgil for crumbs. Get that nigga
If they talk
crumbs.
about Virgil, go fight Ryan Garcia.
Man, we'll see.
That's
We'll see.
some funny shit. Oscar said, "I'm sick of you dumbass niggas.
Bro,
Y'all ungrateful
Ryan and
motherfuckers."
got Zuffa involved, man. Good luck changing his direction of what the fuck he want to do, bro. That Conor Ben shit seemed like it's gonna happen, bro.
Nah, it's not gonna happen because they sent them a cease and desist letter.
Mm-hmm.
Do not try to negotiate anything with my fighter without me not being involved. And then the zone has a deal with Golden Boy where their fight's gonna be on the zone. We just seen Oscar De La Hoya in the commercial. Yeah, they have a
They just
deal
had an
with.
event this weekend, right?
Yeah, so yeah, all their fights are going to be on the zone. So of course, hell no, you're not fighting on no fucking Zuffa. And I know that shit's killing Ryan. It's killing Ryan because he feels like, damn, dude, I'm supposed to be bigger than what I am right now. But it's like Oscar's looking at it and
Man,
like,
they
dude, all
said,
the shit I just did for you,
bro,
that
I
Haney
just,
versus you could have fucking ruined the whole company. And then you went on a racist rant. Like what?
bro, I didn't heard something that doesn't even. I'm not even sure if it makes complete sense. It's like Oscar's acting like he could do whatever he wants with Ryan Garcia when the zone is the one who really has the rights to him. What does that mean, bro?
No, they said that basically he signed to Golden Boy, that's their promoter, but he has to fight on the zone.
But you say he has a deal with the zone.
Yeah, that's the deal. He has to fight on the zone, but he's still promoted by Oscar De La
So,
Hoya.
so, so the deal with the zone is through. Is it through Golden Boy or is it directly like with Ryan? That's what you know what I'm saying because they making it seem like oh yeah he got this with Golden Boy but he got this with the zone and the zone kind of supersede that nigga
Yes, Oscar De La Hoya is his promoter, but he signed a deal with
with
his
a
promoter that
network.
yeah that he has his fights has to be on the zone.
So
You
if Golden Boy isn't a part of that, then like
Golden Boy
what does
is
that
a part
even
of that
mean?
because Golden
But
Boy also has a deal with the zone as well. Why do you think Oscar De La Hoya is?
why would they give anything to Ryan Garcia in particular? You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be through
Shout out to my
Golden
nigga
Boy.
Insane.
It'll be all through Golden Boy, right?
Oscar De La Hoya is his promoter.
Yeah. So I'm like, what would be the benefit of a boxer signing
So
directly
Basically,
with a network if
it's
this is
kind of
what
like
you're
a
able to say?
distribution deal type shit
Right, right,
where
right. But what I'm saying is like, what would be the benefit of a boxer signing directly to a network if that's what he's saying? You know what I'm saying? Like otherwise, I understand it to be is just like, yeah. So the zone
they
is the
probably gave this
distributor,
nigga a fat ass check, saying that nigga, here's your check. All your fights have to be on the zone, or you have to have this
but that
amount of fights on the zone.
yeah, but that can happen through Golden Boy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, that's cool. So people are kind of like hinting to the fact that they have a relationship that means something outside of like Golden Boy. So if Golden Boy
But
wasn't a
with
part,
Ryan's situation, nothing can be done with him that does not involve Golden Boy.
that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what is niggas talking about? Okay, because I had never heard of such a thing. You know what I'm saying? Because me and you on the same page. You know,
We
I'm
learn
just
new
hearing.
things every day. Like I didn't even know that motherfucking that once you sign a contract with Top Rank, if they help you get a belt, you have to automatically sign an extension.
Mm,
I didn't hear that till fucking Brian Norman Senior. He put me on game. That was my
that's
real
right.
reaction. Niggas thought I was trolling. I
And
was
he
like,
did say
oh
that shit.
damn.
He did say that shit.
I said, damn, I didn't even know shit worked like that. Yeah, you never know so many stipulations with these contracts, bro,
yeah,
because these are millions of dollars we talk about here.
Salute to the homie Art, man. Man, what's the deal, my guy? What's up with the low?
Hey man, we cooked on Shakur, but I think it's time to bring it back up on this guy. This guy Shakur Stevenson, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you this. This nigga, he put his own stipulation. If Devin Haney comes to 144, we'll fight. Devin Haney said yes, and now it's being reported that he's still not even trying to sign his part of the agreement because they're saying that the Zuffa deal is real. It is there, but we're just waiting on what Shakur Stevenson and his side
Well, we
agrees
know
on.
little bro, Keyshawn. I mean, I'm sorry, cause Shakur really don't want to fight because he know Devin. You know what I'm saying? Devin is definitely his match. He know that Devin always been his match, and Devin just better. But for them dudes out there, them clowns out there that I'm hearing that say Devin ducking Keyshawn, Devin don't want that Keyshawn smoke. Trust and believe me, bro. We want that smoke. That dude is easy. He the easiest fight that Devin done had in 10 fights. You know what I'm saying? He's the easiest. Trust me. Real boxing heads know that we want that fight with Keyshawn because he's not good.
Now, I want that fight with Keyshawn for sure. And I'm not saying he's not good. He's good, but 15 fights ain't gonna cut it. That's not enough. That's
He
not
good
enough.
against bums though, bro. Like he good against top ranked bums. We
I
know
think
the
Jermaine
top ranked
Ortiz beat
motto.
Theo.
Yo, man, these niggas are crazy, bro. My bad, I'm late on the live, gang.
No, it's okay. Shit's okay. We
Do
cooking.
do you see this tank burner account trying to come in and save the day for this nigga? Like,
I
I'm just over these
know.
niggas, bro.
I
I'm
made the
over
tweet
these
already.
niggas, bro.
I already tweeted already, bro.
That is a
Shakur
fake
really
tank
wants.
account,
Shakur is trying to say he's trying to stay as close as he
bro.
can to
This is
Tank's
like
weight.
politician tactics, like propaganda, like really propaganda. This
My
nigga
boy
Yeah.
is
said
wild.
politician. That's
Yeah,
wild.
it is.
Like this nigga
That's what
is
I said.
crazy.
Real niggas hiding behind box and politics, nigga. I
This
hate to
is
see it.
crazy.
I hate to see it. Real
Right,
niggas hiding behind
I
boxing
literally
gloves.
cannot believe this nigga. Like, if this nigga wanted to succeed in fucking up his brand and his respect and reputation, he did it, bro. He succeeded it, bro.
He got it done. He got the job done.
100%, bro.
Nah, the Shakur fans just you know what the Shakur fans are telling me? They telling me I'm just stupid. And they're smart.
Like, all of a sudden, this random supposedly tank burner account comes out of nowhere. Like, come on, bro. Like, I can't, bro. I can't.
It seemed like the Tank fans try to save Shakur too. You know what I'm saying? Like they try to
Nah, they
save
ain't
Shakur.
fucking with him for what I see. They ain't fucking with him. They
Okay.
they on his
Let me know
ass.
what let me know what I'm missing. Then let me know.
No, I just been seeing them niggas like, see, this is what he was mad about with Tank about. And this nigga doing the same thing. Like they all see what we see.
Right. Yeah, I know Core just all around. He always been a buster to me, so I already knew. I
Yep.
mean, if we really look at Shakur Stevenson's, we really gonna point to what 2 fights. You know, we're gonna point to Oscar Valdez. We're gonna point to Teofimo. Outside of that, I'm not giving you credit for Robert Conceição. I'm not giving you credit for my dude that was in the army. Nah. I'm sorry. Nah, the
What's
dude
wrong with
that beat Lamont
Conceição?
Rose. Ro-
What's Conceição
What's
not
wrong with
bad.
him?
Yeah,
What's
what's
wrong with
like
him?
yeah,
What's not wrong with him?
Conceição, I
It's
not a bad
awful.
fighter.
He's awful. I just
I
seen
hate
my
his
boy
style, but he
shot.
be making that motherfucker work. I hate that shit, but he be doing that shit.
This
Well,
nigga, this
well,
nigga
I
with
see.
this man,
I
this
see.
nigga make me sick, bro. Like make me sick.
Yeah, bro, that nigga Olympian, bro.
He
Like that nigga
everything
represent the
wrong
country
with
of Brazil.
boxing.
Brazil.
Everything wrong with boxing. I thought it was Ryan Garcia, but it's this guy. This guy is the great deceiver.
I gotta come in my phone next up, y'all. Shit.
Yeah, bro. I couldn't wait. I'm like, man, I know Art Man gonna see this shit and go crazy. Like, what the fuck?
Boxing too funny.
A fucking random tank burner account just coincidentally comes out and starts tweeting this nigga like he want to fight Shakur. Come on, man. I'm not saying that's beyond Tank to do, but it's just crazy timing right now.
Man, and the thing is, I think Tank could just be trolling. Like he like, oh, we stepping on scales and shit. Like he stepped on the scale.
Yeah.
Bill stepped on the scale. Nigga, I'm gonna step on the scale too. And don't say shit. Just put it out there.
Like, bruh, crazy work, bro.
That shit funny. Nigga just said today.
That nigga Art got a call.
I don't know what happened, bro. Just disappeared.
Yeah, bro. So what you think ultimately is gonna happen, bro? Like, ultimately, like this nigga's about to
Man,
fight a Vargas or a Delgado, and then
what
talk about a tank fight. He about to pray on his hands and knees for a tank fight. I think that's what he's gonna do.
man, I think Shakur got so many options, bro. Low key, it's just like there's only a couple that people are really putting pressure on him to make, namely like the Dev fight. Well, like, bro, there's probably so
Man.
many fights that he can make as far
These
as
niggas
niggas
trying
that
to wait Devin out, bro. They trying to make him crash out and go fight a Boots like tomorrow. The
he
niggas
low
is
I
key
like
you know,
is.
and
really lame.
that's some sucker
He
shit
low
to
They
me.
key is.
fucking lame as hell, bro.
Them
He low
niggas talking
key
about
is
some
because
why
it's
he
just
don't
like
try to challenge Boots.
Do you
You
notice they
niggas
keep
is
trying to
so
tie
y'all know
Boots'
y'all
name to this
understand how
nigga?
soft that sounds? Y'all
I
so scared that he putting pressure on your mans that y'all want him to fight somebody else?
man, that shit's so crazy though because it's
He
Y'all know
low
supposed to
how
key
be
like
the
soft that
he
sounds?
supposed to be the
it's
general,
low key
nigga. He
it's
supposed
low
to be
key
the general.
yeah it's low key kind of
All he's
smart
been doing is
because he because
sending niggas the fuck off.
yeah it's low key kind of smart because he was like bro I was on my
Man,
third
I'm so
division
glad that
and I
there
wanted
actually
to
are
fight you
Shakur
then
fans that's
and
looking
that
at
shit
this shit
didn't
and
work
say,
out
nah, this
then
nigga moving real funny style.
yeah he was like
This
that shit
nigga
didn't
supposed
go
to be the general, gang. That's crazy.
shit I mean it seemed like he
That's the
making
example he set for his little homies. Terrible
hey
game.
it seemed like he making it work though
And
And
then
he
he
was
over here
like,
trying
all
to
right.
talk to the reporter. Now peep this, listen to this. I'm at 140 and 130 and Devin gonna be 20 pounds heavier. Nigga, the reporter just looking like, okay. So we ain't getting the fight? Niggas ain't trying to hear that shit, nigga. Either we getting the fucking fight or not,
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah. He was like, if
Sound
y'all
like a
want me,
bitch, man. I hate to say it, but it's like, bro, this shit sound real sucker like. It sounds like you just know that you're not going to win this fight. You
yeah,
don't
he
like your chances in
Hey,
this
do you know
fight.
he just fucked up the betting odds? If he was gonna be a favorite, it's definitely not gonna be as devouring, as fucking devastating as it would have been. Niggas is looking at this situation like, man, this nigga, he himself talking about, yeah, he would have 20 pounds. He sound like Canelo when he was talking about
The
Benavidez.
Benavidez.
This is
Literally
just,
that.
and
And
I
you know
just
what
told
makes
a
it
nigga
sound
on
so funny?
Facebook today, I'm
I've
like,
seen
bro,
Shakur fans say this. I've
yeah,
seen
bro.
Shakur fans say Canelo kind of funny style for talking about Benavidez, how he gonna be 20 pounds bigger.
And this nigga saying the exact same thing.
Bruh, if Shakur goes and fights Murtala after all this, I'm gonna fucking
Yeah,
laugh, bro.
Hey,
yeah,
I can respect Tank. Tank said Devin just ain't nothing but a nose. He dispelled that the nigga's too big for me shit. The fuck out of here, bro.
That
yeah,
boy
bro.
ducked it. I can't believe it, cuz.
He,
Oh my
hey, they
God.
telling
Yeah,
me
he
they
done
telling me
ducked it.
tripping.
He done
How you
ducked it.
feeling, KB?
He unducked it, man. In the great words of Bill, man. He unducked it. He
Yeah,
ducked
duck.
it.
Damn,
Hey,
that's
he done put Keyshawn in front of the AK, bro, the Draco. He put it in front of him.
He ducked that shit, man. He ducked it. He ducked it, man. Damn. Like that.
yeah. What, do you seen the interview?
Yeah. That shit is wild, bro. He ducked it.
Hey, that nigga about to sell his soul for a Tank fight. Watch what I tell you, bro. That's his move, bro. He about to sell his soul for a Tank. He gonna take whatever PVC or whatever they trying to do, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
That
wild.
same deal Devin didn't take, he's gonna take it.
That nigga ducked that shit.
that's like, yeah.
That nigga say
And
damn gonna
then
be bigger than
because
me.
he looks so crazy right now, the only way he could bounce back is a Tank fight. Fighting anybody else, it don't matter who it is. Fighting anybody else, it's gonna look crazy because it's like, oh no, this nigga ain't on Devin level. No, this nigga ain't on
First
Devin
of
level
all,
that you talking
bro,
about
this
fighting.
nigga said 144.
He need to pray to his God,
He
Lord and
got
Savior,
it.
Allah, whoever that Tank come save him, bro. I'm telling you.
The nigga
Telling you.
said 144. Let's meet in the middle. Dev said, okay. I ain't even
He even
wanted Dev
actually
to
said,
say
if
okay.
I come to 144, we gotta fight, right? And he said, yes,
He asked that nigga,
yes.
do you want to fight
Yeah.
me? He
Shout out
said
to Champ
yes.
Side. The nigga went on Champ Side and even said it out his own mouth. Yeah, I agree to 144. Now let's fight. God damn, cuz you don't want to fight?
And then the Shakur fans telling me, nah, man, see what you don't understand, Art, man, you're just stupid, bro. And Shakur, what he's actually saying is
Listen,
Hey,
Bill
bro.
Haney got you
listen,
niggas under
listen.
mind control.
Hey,
That's what
bro.
it is.
Got
These
you niggas
niggas,
on
hey,
my
these niggas
control.
be wanting to be talking about I'm brotherhoods and loyal to the streets, bro. In the streets, bro. How he's acting, bro. You would get no respect, bro. That's like somebody coming to your block saying they want to fight you, and you don't take the challenge, bro. Nobody's gonna respect you on the block, bro. Like, what is that's y'all big homie, bro? Hell
And then
no.
what's so
That's
crazy?
your big homie.
How the hell do you call somebody pussy for wanting to fight you?
That's
Where
what
they
I'm
do that
saying.
at?
He
Is that
called
some?
Frank Martin the
I don't
biggest
think that
bitch in
I
boxing.
don't think that's no New Jersey shit. I don't think that's no New Jersey shit.
I've been
Yeah, no, I
seeing
got
jerseys
cousins
be
I
from
putting
New
don't
them
think so.
out.
Jersey. Shit,
Not
no.
at all. Not at all. That must be some other shit. Because that's some wild. You don't tell. How do you call somebody pussy that wants to fight you?
Man, that shit weird. That nigga say he's gonna be 20 pounds. You said 144.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? You said that.
And he had multiple interviews saying it. And he had another interview tucked in the chamber with Andre Ward that he dropped immaturely because it was too late. Devin had already agreed. Bro, he been talking about this shit.
He
Been
thought,
talking about that motherfucker.
yeah, that's the crazy part.
The man
He,
finally say, all right,
Don't
let me
tell me
call this
Tank
nigga
gonna
bluff.
build this nigga out. Tank gonna build this nigga out, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I can see it. Cause you
I
know
think he
Tank,
ducked it with
Tank
Tank the
want the
first time
shine.
now.
Tank
At
want
first
the
I didn't
shine.
think that. I thought Tank was capping. Like this nigga ducked that shit with Tank the first time, bro. I
Yeah,
don't
he
give a fuck
did.
what
Niggas
nobody
don't
say.
want to talk about that. He ducked it the first time. He ducked
Yep,
both of them. He ducked
yep.
both of them.
He ducked both of them boys. She could have the real goddamn challenge from no
And
niggas,
what's
man.
gonna happen, bro? Since he done already went to 140, and niggas done seen how big he get in person, bro. He gonna go back to 35 and fight Tank and get knocked out.
Ain't gonna
they gonna
get
throw
Playing,
they
knocked
gonna throw a
out.
rehydration
playing,
clause on him too.
playing.
Yeah,
You know Tank
I bet
is.
he gonna take it too.
You know he
because he
gonna throw a
thirsty.
fucking rehydration, bro. Tank gonna knock him out. It's gonna look just like Frank Martin.
Yeah.
He gonna get caught on that ropes, which he like to do because he think he can take niggas flurries and combinations and counter punch. Bro,
Tank just gonna pivot and hit him with a
I'm
crazy
Man,
left
telling
over the
you,
first
top.
of all, man,
I'm
you know
telling
you ain't seen me before. I'm 150. I walk around 150.
right.
That nigga bigger than me, cuz.
I
That nigga
seen
ain't no
him at the
150,
shock
no
fight, bro.
Nigga,
144, boy.
this nigga.
He
So
was
so since
170 at the
since them
shock
pictures
fight. I
since
seen
them
him.
pictures of shock came out of him at the shock fight, niggas don't want to hear it. They say, "Oh, y'all just making shit up now."
Man,
They
all right,
said nah, that nigga been running just so he could post that motherfucking scale.
all right.
But he
When
Listen,
we
man,
when we
148
talk
today.
about how
144,
He's
when we talk
144
about
ain't
148
our
walk
today.
weight, my
around weight.
nigga,
Man, y'all know Shakur be capping. I don't even know why anybody will fall for that.
when we always talk
That
about
ain't
our
no
weight,
walk around weight.
one thing we say,
So it'd be like, hey man, Shakur been capping. I don't even know why everybody even making a big deal out of it. And especially what comes out now in this
yeah,
interview is if it's not mistaken, he tells the interviewer he been negotiating with Devin, right?
Right.
yeah,
Bill been saying
yeah.
for the last 2 months, right?
2 months.
That's when he jumped in the ring with Shock, right? He was already negotiating with Devin. So that's he's capping. He been capping. He been capping though. I don't know why anybody is
He told
surprised. I don't know why
Everybody
everybody
let
that
him
anybody
live.
Mike
support
Coppinger was a
anything that
liar.
comes. But listen, anything that comes out of Shakur's mouth, I don't know how anybody can co-sign that shit. Especially if you don't even know that nigga and you ain't getting paid by that nigga. That's crazy.
That's
You
Yeah,
crazy,
feel me?
bro.
The
cuz.
nigga always been everywhere for years. So it'd be like when this shit is going
Bro,
on and
he
they
been
talking and
jumping
Shakur
in
talking,
niggas fights,
Yeah,
it's like it
doing
is what
face
it
offs and
is.
shit.
It's you got to take that shit with a grain of salt. You feel
Yeah,
me?
bro.
The credible news sources said they was negotiating with Zufa. I believed them. So
man,
when Shakur's saying whatever, it's like it don't matter. And
that
then what it
nigga be
is like,
lying.
yeah,
That
but they
nigga,
all
that
be
Bro,
capping
nigga
that's
though.
inch
bro.
shorter
Hold
than
on. I
me.
think we
All be
skip
capping,
over that.
dog.
We skip over that. They said the reports of Devin Haney versus Shakur, they're in talks. This nigga said no, that shit is false.
That's not
Yep.
true.
Man,
I don't know
listen,
where
It's
they
not
got
they
that
true.
info
he
from.
I
been
mean,
capping.
I do see
Man,
Shakur
that
saying, tell
nigga
him to
inch
vacate
shorter
the
than
belt
me
so they
because
can
I
fight.
wear a buck 50. That nigga ain't no
He been
buck 50.
capping, man. I don't
That nigga
understand
like
why. I don't
160,
understand why
165.
Bro, I seen
anybody
him. He was
who done
170,
had to survive in the
165. I
streets
seen him at
couldn't
the
go for
shot fight.
nothing that
Shakur
Yeah,
Shakur
saying
boy,
said.
vacate the
I'm
Hold on,
belt
hold on,
so
hold
small,
on.
cuz.
One at a time. One at a time. Who gonna cook
Yeah.
first?
yo, so Shakur is saying vacate the belt so they can fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one more stipulation.
I
Another
mean, it ain't no
situation.
stipulation because the fact of the matter is Keyshawn had already put him under the gun for it. So it's like if he wants to fight Shakur now, he gotta vacate it. What are you talking about? That's the point that the other piece they be missing from this puzzle is like Keyshawn is on his own. Like this is the you talk about the brotherhood. The brotherhood is over
He
here
throwing it to
beefing
the
about who they
wolves.
want to fight with Devin. No,
Right.
it's not. Because Keyshawn, one thing about it, it's like, hey, that brotherhood shit is real. Them guys are signed to mob ties. You think Jay Prince is gonna want them to fight each other? They're contractually obligated not to fight each other. So it's
Right,
like
right.
people can cry about it all they fucking want, but we've been through this. These
But they
motherfuckers is trying
throwing
to set up their
Keyshawn to the
next
wolves,
co-headline
man.
together if they want to,
They
if they
throwing
have
him
it
to
their
the
way.
wolves.
Yeah,
They
oh, if you
throwing
say
Keyshawn to the
so, if you
wolves.
say so, then it's good. Then it's good. Throw him to the wolves. What are we talking about here? Throw him to the wolves for his biggest fight, whether it's win, lose, or draw.
They
Y'all don't get
sacrificing that nigga.
and Keyshawn is kamikaze
Hey,
running towards
he
it.
gonna
So
make a
what are you guys
name.
talking about?
Hey, I just said
He's
that
on the
today.
he's
He
on the
gonna make a
list
name.
though. And plus it's like, hey man, how can anybody be upset about the Devin and Keyshawn or not want to see it when he's on the fucking list? Been on the
Yeah, he on the
list.
list.
What are you
I
talking
want
about?
to
So it'd be
see it.
like, then he said little bro, then big bro. Then it's like, hey, Devin, spin the block on these niggas. Like, what is we
Well,
talking about? That'll make the Shakur fight even bigger. If you pressing them like this, if you exposing them like this,
Yeah,
you see what I'm
yeah,
saying?
he
It don't make
exposed
no
him.
sense to me. That's why I'd be like, everybody be talking about this shit where it'd be like, hey man, if Keyshawn, whoever Keyshawn fight this year, be his third fight this year. He's active. See what I'm saying? And he want to fight, and he's forcing the Devin. And you guys say he's running into the buzzsaw, then so be it. Let's see it. And then we see what's up with Shakur and Devin next. Because obviously Shakur done forced his hand. It's water on the bridge now. That nigga duck. That nigga don't want to fight. That nigga said all that shit. He don't want to
Yeah.
fight. The nigga, for me, I've been knocking the nigga since the nigga said he'll fight Ben at 54. All right, nigga, fight Devin 147 over here. Hydration clause. What? Oh, you pump faking? Oh, nigga, you don't
Yeah,
want to fight. He said he don't
perfect.
want to fight. Okay. Water under the bridge. Who cares? We talk about this shit for months.
But
I'm
hold
trying to
on, as
figure out
far
when
as
these
the
niggas is gonna make a real fight though.
I do want to ask something. So it's like when we're saying that he'll do it for Connor Ben and not Devin, like are we like saying that because we think Connor Ben and Devin on the same level or something like that?
No, he's
Or
saying
like,
he exposes, it clearly exposes that he thinks Connor's trash. Connor is the lick for all of them. But the problem is if you want to fight Connor for the easy bag, you got to sign with Zupa because he signed with Zupa. This
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Zupa shit and this behind the back and how they want to set up negotiations and all of that, because you already know that shit's dynamic in the back. When they're negotiating, that's been true. He been negotiating with Zupa, but
Right,
he didn't sign nothing. And
right.
so that was the play for Bill. When that mandatory shit come over Keyshawn, they said that shit come up in May. We just start hearing about this shit this month. Then Bill comes
In
outside with that shit,
August.
right? No, I'm talking about when Keyshawn moves to number one. Keyshawn got moved to number one in May. It's not till they said, according to Ring
Mm-hmm.
Magazine, the reports was before Gustavo came out from the WBO, they said they wasn't gonna order the mandatory until August, after Keyshawn had already been number one since May. Then Gustavo come out and say, hey, well, end of the month or July. You see what I'm saying? So the whole point with that's neither here nor there as far as the facts of the matter is he's put in for that mandatory and start pressing for that fight. While Shakur was already negotiating with Bill. So then the question you got to ask with Keyshawn is like, okay, did Keyshawn know? Did Keyshawn know that Shakur was negotiating with Bill before they put in for the mandatory, or did Bill and them start and Shakur and them start negotiating after Keyshawn put into the mandatory? Because that's where you got to figure out how this shit is really playing out. But nonetheless, it's like these niggas is like I said, I heard earlier. It's like these niggas is trying to box Devin in,
yeah, what
and
if
it's like it ain't no boxing if he just gets them niggas out of there.
yeah, what if they
So
both
get the
fully
little
aware?
brother to get off the big brother.
Yeah, what if they fully aware of each other's negotiations and they like spinning the Haneys to get the situations they want?
I mean, I would dare boxing brother. That's what I said. The nigga, listen, bro. I heard Keyshawn in his interview, and they said, "Have you ever talked to Shakur about Devin?" He said, "No." I said, "Nigga, use the goddamn lie. Ain't no way y'all
Nigga
ain't said
Yeah,
lying.
nothing
that
about
that
the
that
nigga."
should be smart
That's
as
how I
fuck if
know
you
they
ask
plot.
me.
That's how I know they sit over the chessboard like, "All right, nigga, how we gonna plot and scheme on this nigga?" They plotting and scheming
Hey,
on Devin.
I ain't never seen no shit like this ever in boxing
Hey, man, it
history,
is what it
nigga.
is. You witnessing it
The
right before
Boston
your
Yeah, but
eyes, so
brothers.
it
usually
don't
Bill and
matter.
Dev, is the one who has the upper hands in doing just
But the
that.
thing is there's somebody else is playing their fucking game. You see what I'm saying? These guys is playing the game. So you go in open negotiations, you go out on YouTube, you tweet back and forth. All that shit don't mean nothing. And then it makes a good point. Man, Two Cent bring this shit up too. Hey man, this shit's all ploy for publicity. Because it's like at the end of the day, when they're all shooting and having their interviews and saying whatever want to say, and the fans is like these niggas is ducks, and these niggas don't want to fight. And like I said, I want to see Keyshawn fight Dev. Other people don't want to see it. What does he earn? Yada yada yada. They're promoting and creating buzz for these fights. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when you're living with an open negotiations right now, we don't know nothing because ain't nothing been set in stone right now. But we do know a clock is running based on the moves on how Keyshawn's moving with this fucking belt. And then that's what it looks like. It looks like if he's got a if so to circle back, if Shakur is really talking about fighting Devin next, he has to drop the belt. And that's the
That's a
WBO. That's
no
not
bueno.
Shakur. It's
Fuck
not
the
Shakur.
bill.
Don't got the power to
That's
do
a
that.
no
You see what
bueno.
I'm saying? It's supposed to be. We're gonna see.
That's a
And
no
then if he drops
bueno.
the belt, then you got to think, okay, if he's dropping the belt, then who's putting the fight on? Because I think that goes into opening up where Zufa can't could put on the fight because, as you know, with the WBO president, he says Zufa can't bid for this fight. See what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Zuffa can't bid on Keyshawn, so it'll be top rank in the
He said
zone.
he said all they gotta do is
Yeah.
follow the
And
proper
so
protocols
and
though.
so Art, I've been thinking like this, man. I've been thinking before all this shit, but I don't know no more because this is what I thought before all this shit came out. Is that with Zufa and them and Keyshawn is like, hey man, you do the one off and bet on yourself because it's like, hey, we're gonna take this fight right here, right? But see, it's weird. It's weird with Devin because if he's negotiating with Zufa, he gotta drop the belt because he can't negotiate a title fight with Zufa. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Keyshawn's in the way. Keyshawn's in the way, like as far as with him trying to negotiate a long-term deal. Because otherwise it would be because the gangster shit, what he have to do now is go with the zone and top rank. You know what I'm saying? Take the less money because it is less money, because it's a lesser known boxer. You feel me? It's high risk, lesser money. You feel me? Bet on yourself, spark them, then come back to Zulfa and be like, hey, I got more storyline on this nigga Shakur. You feel me? I got more on them. I got the leverage. I want more money when we fight too. See what I'm saying? Because they're gonna build it up to be better. That's the only way I can see it happening. But if he don't bet on himself and just do a one-off and spend a block back for Zufa and don't want to risk it, then we don't know how this shit's gonna play out. As far as how he's being forced to fight Keyshawn or vacate. It might look like he vacate, but I don't think he vacates if he don't secure the Shakur fight.
I think you're gonna vacate. He said he'll fight Keyshawn next, though. It is what it is, man. Nigga don't want to fight. Nigga don't want to fight. This nigga like this, Shakur playing like the type of game he gonna get knocked off, ducking this fight and fuck up his biggest payday. He
But the
gonna he,
thing
he
is
gonna fight a
you
soft
everybody
touch and
can
get
knock
touched.
Shakur all they want, but it's like, hey, he got shock, he got all types of other options. He ain't
That's what I'm saying.
obligated to
He
fight
gonna fuck around and
to
lose
fight
a
Devin
shock
next.
fight playing. That's what I'm saying.
He
He
ain't
gonna lose
obligated to
aggression.
just because Devin and Bill and them woke up and was like in the middle of negotiations and was like, we want to fight next, we want to fight next. And it was like that nigga had all them options open. It's like that nigga ain't obligated to just accept your challenge like that, like 4 or 5 months out. That's where cats don't realize you can call the nigga a duck all you want. That nigga's smart, nigga. That nigga's, you feel me, managing his fucking career. You feel me? And so if he was dealing with other negotiations and looking at other fights and other options that he has, you feel me? Bill and Dale come out here and try to like it's a high school and be like, oh, you're scared. Oh, you won't come to 140. Oh, we come to 144. Like you ain't going to talk nobody on the internet into getting in their feelings and signing a multi-million-dollar contract for ultimately who's going to be, continue to be top 5 pound per pound. It don't work like that. You ain't rushing
But
nobody
but
into
but
no
he the
into
nigga
no
that
into no
started all
deal
this
like
shit
that.
is what you missing,
He
brother.
caps, he caps, he caps. Why
But
do I
he
keep telling you
started
that?
it.
You
So
can't listen to him. It don't
what do
matter
you
though.
mean?
Because you're a fool for like for you're a fool on what is it, June 20th, 2026, to be all surprised that Shakur be capping. That nigga been pump faking. Like, what
That's
is
what
we
I'm
talking about
saying.
here?
So it's not
Okay.
like a up in arms. Nobody would even be talking about any of this if he didn't bark at niggas he don't really want to fight. That's the
I
whole
mean,
thing.
man, the nigga don't want to fight, and the nigga done put the nigga on the clock. The nigga done forced Devin's hand. He don't want to fight that nigga. That nigga got a mandatory with Keyshawn, or he's gonna get stripped. You feel me? And that ain't his fault. That ain't on Keyshawn. That ain't on Shakur or Keyshawn. Pressed him like that. They've been pressing him since January 29th. That's why I want to see Keyshawn. Keyshawn said before on the weigh-in with Jermaine Ortiz, he said, after I stop Jermaine, y'all gonna let me fight y'all this year, right? He been trying to get that. Then it was like all this narrative to the next day after he won. He said Dalton Stiff's name and he said Crocker's name. But it's like, hold on, nigga. Dev got a fucking list with 10 people, plus he added Xander to that motherfucker. It's like, come on, man. Everybody got options and can talk about their options. You know what I'm saying? When they talking about wanting to fight, oh, because Keyshawn want to fight Devin, the only name he can say is Devin. Make it make sense. It don't make sense, especially if they don't want to fight you. Then it's like, yeah, I'm gonna start
Man,
talking to
look,
other
when
people.
this guy Keyshawn, this nigga is on record saying that, man, I was talking about fighting Devin Haney, but I knew I wasn't ready to fight Devin
That
Haney.
was like his
When
sixth
when the
fight,
when
though.
the
Didn't he say it was like during his sixth
when the
fight,
fuck
though?
did he be
That's what he said.
when did he become
But Art
ready?
though,
When he
Art
beat
though,
Jermaine Ortiz?
Art though. 9 fights later, the niggas
When
the
did he
9 fights
become ready?
later.
He's still
Nine
not
fights
ready, in my
later.
opinion. But
Okay,
hey,
then
so be
that's
it. Let's
good.
see it.
But Art,
Let's
that's
see it.
good because Bill said if Bill is telling the truth, Bill said Keyshawn's a keep busy fight. Well, then nigga keep busy and scrape that nigga. What are we
Because
talking about here?
like how
You
also
got him
Bill
on the
is saying,
list. He's
I
on the
like how
list.
also
Easy
Bill
work.
is saying,
Easy work.
hold
Easy
on.
work.
Like Bill's also saying, nigga, Zufa's talking about way more money for a Shakur Stevenson
Okay, then
fight.
let that
So
be
of
the case
course, nigga,
then.
like, man, come on, man. Like, dude,
Okay.
artmanapparel.com, best boxing merch in the game. Man, I've been doing this hustle shit for a minute, nigga. There's no way a nigga gonna say, well, let me just drop and stay busy and fight this nigga when I could be fighting
But
motherfucking
he
Shakur for
said
the for
it.
the
Listen,
for the
I
fucking
know
bag.
Art,
Of course, and
Art,
look,
Art,
hold on,
Art. I
and
wouldn't
I
say
agree
this if
with
Bill
Bill.
didn't say it. Bill said that.
I will never stop talking about Shakur till these niggas say, nigga,
All
stop
right.
talking about Shakur. The money ain't there no more. What?
All right. And so you're
Come
gonna
on
have a whole
now.
bunch of
These same people
detractors.
with this,
You got
this
a whole
same
bunch of
people.
people
Hold
that
on,
can
hold on. Let me cook. I'll
legitimately
let you cook.
say he's
I
better than
just let you
Keyshawn.
cook.
So,
Hold on, I just let
yep.
you cook. For that same type of money that these niggas just showed building up for fucking a Shakur fight. They can't even bid on fucking Keyshawn fight. So of course they said, man, of course we'll fight Keyshawn if we had to, but nigga, at the end of the day, we're not going to stop talking about fighting Shakur Stevenson until the people with the money say they're done talking about it. So of course, nigga, why the fuck would they stop talking about fighting Shakur Stevenson and prioritize Keyshawn Davis? Even if Shakur is capping, nigga, nah, we gonna keep on getting this shit running until they say, you know what, we done fucking with this nigga Shakur. Then y'all should move about y'all day. But as long as these niggas keep on egging this shit on and say, oh well, if we can fight at 144, then let's make it happen. Let's try to make that shit happen instead of trying to
And
rush
I'm
to a
not, and I'm
Keyshawn
not.
fight.
But what I'm telling you is, I don't knock Bill and Devin for doing that because yeah, it's like, hey, the negotiations with Zupa and Keyshawn pushing shows us a disparity in how much money you gonna make. It's way less money with
A
fucking with
huge
fucking. With, listen,
disparity.
I know. Listen, hold on. Let me because I'm let me respond because so you
Okay,
know
go ahead.
this ain't the point that I'm arguing with you about.
Go
It's a
ahead.
huge disparity. Huge disparity with a Keyshawn Davis fight, and you're dealing with the zone and you're dealing with top rank. However, they want to split that shit on that subscription based on what they want to give you on the front end because the shit's but it is it'll be pay-per-view. So you still would negotiate a back end on that too, because I don't think that'll be inside the $45 a month packet if you do make the fight. But neither there or there, it would sell way less than Shakur, and you're negotiating with Zufa that's on a whole different platform where they're gonna give you the front end and you're gonna be on Paramount. So I get the business aspect to it. And I get Bill and Devin doing what they want, doing what they're gonna do. But Keyshawn pressing them, how they pressing them, done put them in a precarious position. Because you know what's about to happen? Shakur is over there negotiating with Zupa, but Shakur said in that tweet earlier, and like I said, I don't hold everything to him, but I'm watching this shit too. He was like, hey, look like y'all need to fight with me more than I need to fight with you. Then he iced him because Shakur could very well sign a deal with Zupa that don't involve Devin or fighting Devin next. He's probably negotiating with Zupa that involves a deal that don't involve Devin next. And if Devin ain't next, Devin's forced with his mandatory with Keyshawn, or he negotiates with Zufa, negotiates a deal with Zufa that don't involve Shakur next, and he got to drop that belt. And that's probably his best bet. Need to be negotiating with Zufa to go fight somewhere over there, Zufa, be the inaugural Zufa champion like Jai. You feel me? And then them guys circle back on Shakur because otherwise he gonna have to fight Keyshawn. And we don't know how the business look like because, like I said, what the business look like to me, Art, is this gonna look like they're gonna have to bet on themselves over here with the zone and top rank, get market value, get something what it's worth. They can look at the metrics and be like, all right, y'all think this is this amount less than Shakur? Cool, we're gonna take this amount of money for this fight. Then they got a challenge on their hand, but if they spark them and come back, you feel me? Bigger storyline, bigger bag, and you feel me? If they probably was negotiating to try to get Shakur when they're saying, all right, we're gonna fight Keyshawn. And what's up? Is you guys gonna be able to negotiate or you fucking with Zufa to have a time frame for us to still fight in the future? Maybe like
Said,
2027. That's what the business looks like.
said, bro, Keyshawn's gonna get the fight regardless with Devin Haney. That's what somebody in the conversation said.
But
Said, bro,
but
Keyshawn gonna
Art
get
man,
the
we
fight
know that,
regardless
but
of
he
who
might
it is.
not fight it. He might not, but Devin might not fight him. And you people can disagree or agree with it or whatever. But the reality is the way they looking at
The
these
next,
fights,
I tell you right now, the next 2 weeks gonna be super critical in all these guys' career.
yeah. It's gonna be, I mean, the next critical point is when the
Bro,
WBO
this nigga,
mandatory makes it mandatory for
this
Keyshawn.
nigga Shakur is literally on Twitter, fucking like copping pleas with this fake tank account, bro. Like it's weird. It's very weird.
There's the hold on, tag me in that shit, To.
Like, bro.
Bro, that nigga funny as hell.
Nah,
I
this shit.
seen that shit.
I get your point, Blaze. I totally understand your point. I definitely do. But like I just gotta revert back to we just got to see how this shit play out within the next 2 weeks
We
because
gotta, yep, we
I
gotta see, yep.
obviously niggas just trying to back each other into a corner.
Yeah. And what
So
I'm thinking is, I'm thinking Shakur ain't gonna budge. I think he gonna really die.
Yeah, that nigga petty. He like, nigga, if you want to fight me, you want to force me to fight you at the weight I said, nigga, drop your belt. He on some bitch shit. Like,
like
petty.
where and you know that's what got a lot of people turned off because it's like damn Shakur, you was not known to be a nigga like this. Now you doing shit like this? Where that come from?
He think he Canelo, nigga.
That Tio fight got to him.
This nigga thinks he's Canelo,
I
cuz,
mean,
like, I
listen,
can't
bro, he
say,
got options. He got
man,
options.
he got fake options. He's not about to fight none of them niggas. In reality, he obviously don't know how to lie
What
to close
options
a
Shakur
deal.
got? What options Shakur got? Because
Man, listen.
If Tank don't throw him that lifeline for real, what option does he have?
Man, listen, man. Just because he don't want to fight, you act like because he don't want. If he don't fight Devin, he ain't gonna negotiate with anybody. Like there's so many
No,
other
he can
fighters out
negotiate
there.
with
You
any.
know
Of
what I'm
course, his
thinking, but you
career is
know
going
what
to
I'm thinking.
continue.
What I'm thinking though, if Top Rank is keeping the same energy, watch this, and y'all ain't gonna like this, and nobody, oh, they're gonna really hate Shakur. And I think you, I don't know, I heard you talk about it. If
Whatever.
Emiliano Vargas wins, and I should be there, I got my ticket too. I'm in section 31 for that boost fight. If
If he fought,
Emiliano Vargas, look, you see that? If Emiliano Vargas win the WBO, might mandate Emiliano Vargas, and they're going to be in an uproar because they're going to be like, he's fighting a nobody. He's fighting a
but
Ken. He's a bitch. You guys are going to say Shakur's a bitch for that. See what I'm saying?
yeah, so he's going to be on that. So
And
I
I bet
think
you he ain't going to care, though. That's the whole point. Y'all just going to watch him be a bitch, bro.
it's going to be tough.
Like,
Yeah,
what are you
and that
talking about?
it's cool. It's cool
If
though.
that's how y'all feel about it. But
Hey,
it's the same shit
if
that
that's how
said
you want to play it, because
it's the same shit with Devin.
he's entitled to what he do in his career. And me as a fan, I can only sit back and just have my opinion. My opinion
Yeah.
may not mean shit to him, and that's fine. But Shakur Stevenson, if he does that shit, whew, that's just it's gonna be hard to get the public on your side after that.
Yeah, but look, you guys is gonna be strong for Bill and Devin because just like Keyshawn said, if y'all drop that belt and don't fight Keyshawn, that's some hoe ass shit. That's some hoe ass
If
shit.
he don't drop, if he and that's the thing, we got to see how this shit plays out. Devin already said
That's
he
some
would
hoe ass
fight.
shit. The only
Dev
way
already said he would
justification would
fight
be if he
Keyshawn
fights
if
Shakur,
the
okay?
business
Then
is
Shakur
right.
stepped on his yeah,
If the business is right, but you know, if that shit go to purse bid, Keyshawn gonna be getting 20% still,
25.
25%.
And it still be his biggest bag.
Still
That's what
be
you
this
niggas
big.
don't understand. That's why you don't understand. Like Keyshawn niggas is coming
See,
straight at this
the
nigga.
position Keyshawn is in is either fight Devin Haney or fight Brian Norman Jr. And I'm pretty
And
sure.
you fight Brian, you fight Devin Haney for the belt and the bag. Like it's the same. Like that's where I would be like, it'd be weird. Like how you had how you had his argument for Devin for Shakur, which is obvious, way bigger bag, and then you had it. Then it ain't the same energy for Keyshawn. It's like I can force Devin to fight me for my biggest bag,
With Keyshawn, I
fight
have
Brian
no
Norman
problem.
Jr.
I
for less
have no
money.
problem with Keyshawn wanting to fight Devin Haney. I don't give a fuck. I just feel like the dude's not ready yet. And if it came down
Okay,
to it,
well,
I'm
we
gonna make
about to
some good
find
money.
out. Let's just
Yeah.
see it. That's what I don't understand
But
with this
that's the
shit with this
thing.
boxing shit y'all be missing.
I don't want to find out until Shakur and them say this shit is completely
I
dead.
want to find
Negotiations
out.
between Devin Haney is dead. It's completely
Yeah, I
dead.
hear
And
you. I hear you
that's the
argument.
point. That's my point. Because
But
it sounds like honestly, as a boxing fan, it's looking like boxing other Shakur fans are pushing for a Keyshawn versus Devin more than they are pushing for a Shakur versus Devin for obvious fucking reasons.
I mean, I don't know what those obvious reasons as a
Them
boxing fan, I
obvious
want to
reasons because they
see it
know damn
because
well if them niggas fought
I
right now,
listen.
147, Devin will cook him.
Oh, you talking
Cook
about
him.
Keisha, you talking about Shakur?
Either or.
Man, I'm not talking about Shakur. I'm talking
Yeah, I'm
about
whooping
I'm
both of
watching
them. All I know
I've
is
watched
I got my money.
Keyshawn. I've watched
Said
Keyshawn
Bill
on
say
his
y'all was gonna be
own
pulled up
press
on
for
y'all.
this fight with Devin. So it'd be like, hey man, he been pressing for this fight with Devin, and he's finally getting this fight with Devin, whether motherfuckers think he's ready or not. See what I'm saying? That's where I'm, and he's on the list. So and then they say they'll beat Lil Bro and then beat Big Bro. I wouldn't be wanting the fight if I wasn't watching from the joint as a boxing fan,
Look,
because
you know
the
what I
two
love
biggest
about
fights, look,
boxing?
the two biggest
You know what I
fights,
love
the two
about
big
boxing? Because fans will say something and you can just tell what they're not saying. Basically, they're pushing for Keyshawn versus Dev because because they want the heat off of fucking Shakur Stevenson.
But
At
that's
the end of
weird though.
at the
Listen,
end of the day, niggas is pushing for Keyshawn versus Dev because they don't want to see Dev get the opportunity to beat Shakur Stevenson. Because if Dev beat Shakur Stevenson, all that pound for pound, who's the best fighter in boxing, nigga, that's going to be a guy that they fucking hate that had built their whole profiles, their whole motherfucking YouTube channels off of hating that nigga. They
but
don't want
art
that man.
though.
They don't want him to see
But
him as
listen,
number one.
I'm not
So
getting
they're
no. Listen,
so
Armin.
they're throwing in the detractors in there. Motherfucking Keyshawn Davis,
Okay,
15
I
fight
hear you.
Davis.
I hear
15
you.
fight Davis, nigga. I've
Hey,
been watching
Armin.
boxing for a minute. Before I even knew Keyshawn was around, nigga, the play was Devin versus Shakur. The fact that niggas are on some rules or rules shit, let's promote Keyshawn versus Dev over Shakur versus Dev. It's nasty to me. It's
Hey,
super
Armin,
nasty to
I
me.
don't know
It's
nothing
super
about that
nasty to me.
rules. Listen, hold up. I don't know nothing about these other fans, but I'm talking about with me from my perspective, right? What I'm seeing is I'm seeing Keyshawn was on that list. He said
Yeah,
they'll fight the
he's
nigga.
on the
Hey,
list
that's
and
it.
not as
It
high as Shakur on that fucking list,
it don't.
nigga.
But what I'm trying to tell you is,
Right,
hey,
niggas.
Bill
Bro,
said to
trust me.
Andre
I
Ward
get
that that
I get the
list is
play. I get the play.
disrespectful.
Trust me, I get
No,
the
no, no,
play.
no, no. Because
I'm
look,
not a
no, no.
dumb
I
nigga.
want
I
you to
get the play.
understand this.
I
I hear
understand.
you.
I
I hear
understand.
you. No,
You
listen.
want to see Keyshawn versus Dev because Keyshawn is on the list, right?
No, and Keyshawn wants to fight
And
him.
you feel like
No, that he
Keyshawn
wants to
he
fight.
earned his spot regardless if I think he has 15 fights. I get it.
He's
That's
forcing his
what you
spot.
want.
No, listen,
That's
no,
what
but
you
listen to
want.
me.
But as me
I
as a
know,
boxing
and
fan,
I
I don't want
know,
to see that shit. I want to see
and
Dev
I'm
versus Shakur
sure. Hey,
first.
listen,
If it
Art.
came down
I'm
to that's what I want
sure
to see
I'm the
first.
minority. I'm sure I'm the minority on this because let's see one thing straight. My two fights I want to see most involve Devin. It's Shakur versus Devin, and it's Boots versus
But
Devin.
rules are
And
rules. Yeah, I know.
It's
I get it.
Boots versus Devin. No. Oh, and why do I want to see these fights? I want to see these fights because Devin wanted to fight Boots. Devin wanted to fight Shakur. Unfortunately, right now, Shakur don't want to fight him, bro. So the first fight I want to see more than anything, I can't get because the nigga's literally ducking, bro. I can't hold
Okay.
that nigga.
All right.
Why am I
I get
holding
it.
this
I
nigga?
get
This
it.
nigga's
I feel
ducking.
you.
What are you
I feel
talking
you. He is
about? So
ducking.
it's like, hey, I want to see
You're right.
the fight that's real, bro. I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna cry about ducking. I want to see fights, nigga. These
But
niggas
that
duck. I'm
fight,
not
but
holding them.
here's even
If Shakur fought him right now, hey man, I might think
He
man
about,
Shakur might beat him,
but
but I
even
can't
with that
believe Shakur
Keyshawn
could beat him
fight,
if he won't want to fight him.
even
bro. He
with
about to
that
fight him right
Keyshawn
now.
fight, man, that should go to purse bids. What if somebody bid on that shit and the total is only $3 million? Like that shit's crazy.
I mean, and that's just unfortunate where it shows how much Keyshawn can command any type of money on his side. You feel me? And that's where you
And you
come in
know
where
it's
it'd be like,
always gonna
hey, you
spin
guys
back
say
on
it don't
Dev. You see
deserve it.
Bill and Dev, they asking for too much. They should just accept
Man,
that
like
2
I
million
said,
to fight
man,
Keyshawn.
I'm only the only reason look, if Devin would have ignored Keyshawn and just ignored the nigga, I wouldn't be asking for the fight, bro. You feel me? I wouldn't be asking for the fight. But it's like, hey, he put him on the list, said he'll fight him. Hey, the mother gets forced in an issue. Oh yeah, I want to
Yeah,
see
he will
this.
fight him
Art,
if
what's the reason why you don't want
he
to see
just
that?
reiterated he would fight Keyshawn
They don't make enough
if
money in comparison to Shakur.
if this guy Shakur Stevenson don't want to fight.
No, yeah, you seen what just
But
happened, right?
niggas, they're not gonna stop pushing the fight, and like he said, they're not gonna stop pushing the fight until the niggas with the money say, "Nigga, we're done trying to get this
And
bitch
you know
ass nigga
what?
in the
And
fucking
that's
You
ring."
good
seen what
business on
happened though,
Bill and
right?
Devin's fight part. That's good business on Bill and Devin's part. You feel me? How
I,
you gonna knock them from going for the bag?
I think he's signing it though, because Shakur just said that that's next. So I think it's next.
Who?
Shakur, he just posted it literally minutes ago. He back posted now. He's saying that's next. He said it's T.O., then he said Dev next, then he said he coming after Tank next, because Tank texting him now. So I think it's Dev, and then he coming back and he fighting Tank.
Why? Because he probably
So
realizing how bitchy he sounds in the motherfucking
Now you
interview.
gotta you gotta think about it though. I feel like you don't want to see that because you know he can probably get knocked out by Key.
Who?
Dev.
Nah, not at all.
Yes.
I
Yep.
just like I posted. I don't know if you
I'm
seen my
telling you, I
timeline.
got Keyshawn
Have
by
you?
stoppage,
Did you see
dog. I
my
wish the fight would
timeline?
happen.
No, I
Did
ain't
you
see
see
it.
my
I ain't see it.
timeline?
No,
Did you
no.
see my timeline? Did you see the videos I posted of the Keyshawn working against Albright in both fights?
He kind of like, bro, Albright kind of like, I don't know, he got like a weird style. He'd give anybody problems, I feel like. Can you hear me?
Hey man, that last fight, Albright
No,
lost
I can hear
all
you. I
those
hear you. I can hear
rounds.
you.
I
I
feel
can hear
He
like
you.
lost all
I can hear
those
you.
I
rounds,
hear
and
though,
Nah,
he
like
nah,
we
nah,
gotta
fought
nah.
see it
Look,
though,
look,
clean.
because
look,
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 everybody
look.
that we thought was just gonna walk over in out here, he always give them tough fights. So we gotta just see somebody dominate him first
He ain't
before we
never been
start.
stopped.
And it's there, and he
Shout
ain't
out to
never been
Philly.
like dominated, just
Look,
dominated the whole
look,
time.
look. Y'all could,
He's fine,
yeah.
dominated.
I get y'all perspective. I totally do. But check this out. There's no way you try to spin it. No way I'm going to listen to you guys tell me that Albright is anywhere close to fucking Devin Haney, a
No, we ain't say
full-time
We
that.
ain't.
boxer
We ain't. You
who's been
bring him
a
up.
full hold on, let me cook. I'll let y'all cook. A full-time boxer who's been boxing since he was a kid, trained by Floyd Mayweather Sr., James Toney, Zab Judah's father, you know
Did
what I'm
Jahan
saying?
just move?
The body
But go ahead.
snatcher, etc. Somebody who's really raised in the boxing gym at the highest level, that he's just gonna all of a sudden he's comparable to a fucking CNA, a guy who cannot
Nobody's
he can't
comparing him.
even devote his whole life into
Yeah, I want to
boxing.
compare. I said like you can't just
Nobody's
say like
So
comparing him, bro.
we
and
saying that
yes,
like
we
what
have
if
seen,
Dev have a tough
yes,
fight with him?
What
Albright
Dev
got
I'm
his
might cook
saying
ass
is
him.
kicked.
Devin would have
What
went
Albright
the
got
if
his
distance
Dev
with
ass
have a
Wu
kicked
tough
by
too.
ass fight
Jermaine
with him?
Ortiz, bro. He has
Devin
ass
probably
kicked
would have
by
went the distance with Wu
Ortiz.
too.
That's what I'm
Somebody that
saying. That's what we
Keyshawn
saying,
beat.
gang. We ain't saying
So
like,
it's
oh, he
like,
on that
so
same level.
like
We
I
saying
get
it'd
it.
be a
I
tough
get
fight
it.
for
Triangular
anybody, gang.
theories don't work in boxing, but if you're looking at
He might
styles,
lose because he lost to
when you look
Jermaine
at
Ortiz.
styles,
He
when
was
you
a
look at
tough fight to
styles,
Jermaine.
when you look at styles, Albright does not do anything better than Devin Haney. He doesn't, and I'm not glazing.
Nobody
I'm
said
telling you
that,
the
fam.
truth. If it was,
Ain't nobody
Albright would
said
be a
that.
champion.
We weren't saying
I like
that though.
lost these
Because we
Nobody
fights.
know,
said
of
that.
course, he
Probably
ain't nowhere near the Dev level.
not even close.
Like before the fight, like that second fight,
Keyshawn is good.
we had Keith stopping him, right?
Yeah, I thought I had Keyshawn
I know
stopping Albright,
I had
and
Keith
I was
stopping
disappointed that
He
he.
didn't
Nair.
survive. He almost
I was
did, but then he
disappointed that he
survived at
actually
the
got
end.
hurt again
Nah, I ain't gonna lie,
He
he started
survived at the
in
end.
surviving
that
at the end.
fight.
That's why I was like shocked why people started acting like this. Like nigga, the nigga was literally running surviving at the end, bro.
Says surviving, running. Hey, that's don't they say Devin Haney do that? But in reality, it's
Like, I
him
feel like Dev don't
No,
jabbing
fight,
straight
no,
and
and that's just
no.
gonna
nullifying
open
by
up
Devin
clinching.
shots
hold
for.
on for dear life like that. The only time we ever seen Devin hold on for dear
Honestly,
life like that was against Ryan on the
I
Ooze.
could see if Keyshawn was with
Literally,
Was
and that's
Bo.
what
against
I'm
I could
saying.
Ryan on
see
the
if
Like
Keyshawn
Ooze.
was with Bomac.
Dev gonna open up, and that's just gonna be
I could
a
see if
better
Keyshawn was with
target for him.
Bomac, but Keyshawn is with his uncle. That nigga's not
He's
gonna
gonna just be a
give.
whole better fight. Like he can't go off of that Nair fight.
He ain't gonna give him
He
a
can't go
good
off of
game
that.
plan to beat Devin.
It's gonna be a
Not at
better
all.
fight. Where are that? What's going on? Why he ain't talking? You
Y'all
hear
can't
me,
hear me?
Blaze?
Yeah, I can.
Art. He left the Western. He played back. Now I was saying though, like,
Can y'all hear
okay,
me?
yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, I can hear
You heard
you.
what I said though? You heard me?
No, yeah. I said, look, Albright, he's a good fighter, but he's not somebody who's dedicated his life into the sport of boxing like Devin Haney has. Devin Haney has a resume to prove it, and he has the training to prove it. This side training under motherfucking James Toney, motherfucking Floyd Mayweather Sr., Floyd Mayweather himself. I mean, come on, dude. These are two different fighters. I get Keyshawn is hella talented, but at the end of the day, talent can only take you so far. I seen him do little shit like keep his hands down while throwing double jabbing Albright. And Albright, all he had to do was just shell up and then counter with that left when he got
I
close
said,
enough.
ain't
And
that's
then
what Dev was
that's what I'm
doing?
saying. Go watch the
Didn't he
clip
have
of
his
my
hands
footage.
down? Then
Go
Dev
watch
have
it.
his hands down and throwing a jab from the hip.
Yeah, he's throwing jabs from the hip. And
But I'm
then when
saying though, like that
when he
ain't
got
working
caught,
against
hold on,
Keith
let me
because he
cook. Let me
got good
cook.
distance. But go
When he
ahead.
got caught, when he got caught, I wish I could play the footage. I don't want to get a copyright
That
strike.
was in the fifth round,
But
right?
he got caught with the left hand, right? This nigga
Uh-huh.
immediately tried to clinch Albright, and then he tried to
Uh-huh.
throw some right hand, but Albright blocked it. And Albright looked like he was out of distance, and he shot that right hand down the pipe, and it caught Keyshawn, and Keyshawn legs buckled. I just watched Devin
Yeah,
Haney
I seen
versus
that.
Brian Norman. I just watched Devin Haney versus Brian Norman. What was fucking up Norman the most was him not knowing when that right hand down the pipe was going to come.
But can you agree?
That
Can you
jab,
agree
right
with this
hand,
though?
and that gazelle left hook. He didn't know when it was going to come in. And
Like, can you agree with this though?
Brian Norman is a much bigger welterweight than Keyshawn Davis. I don't think Keyshawn will be able to take that many punches from Devin Haney like that
Was
without him
was
seeing him coming. Honestly,
Dev was Brian bigger than Dev when he moved up?
mass wise. I would
No,
say
no, like yeah,
I
like
was
math
yeah,
wise, like
mass
yeah, who you
wise,
are,
I would say just about
right? So that don't
it's
matter.
low key just about the same to be honest.
Yeah, so that don't matter. But what I was
Mass
about to say.
wise.
But can you agree with this though? You said Dev was what Norman was like. He didn't know when that right hand was coming. I seen you posting them clips and stuff. But look,
Yeah,
can you agree with Norman was coming to him the whole fight?
he was. He was trying to knock
That's
that he
target
was trying to
practice.
knock Devin head
Yeah,
off.
Keyshawn got
Target
different type of
practice.
feet. Keyshawn
You
got
can't
different
come
type of
at Dev
feet.
the whole fight. You gotta box
His head
him, and that's what
movement.
Key gonna do. He gonna box him. He ain't gonna just
Keyshawn
come at him,
boxes.
bruh.
That's the whole reason where anybody who really watches boxing and watch the tape and watch all of their fights, when you've seen all
It's gonna be
Devin's
a whole
fights and all
different fight. I'm
Keyshawn's
telling you, bruh.
fights,
Art,
then you see their
you gonna be
skill
And
set.
I
The
surprised.
only
yeah,
thing with
look, and
Keyshawn
like
is
Be
I
Keyshawn
said,
don't
surprised.
have a level of competition.
I know
So
what
it's like
I know
Keyshawn got
exactly what you're
full
thinking.
toolbox though. But
I know
arguing that
exactly what you're
Keyshawn not
thinking.
have full
What you think
toolbox
I'm
has been
thinking though?
shown under
You
lesser
think
competition.
that Keyshawn's gonna sit there and try to outthink Dev and he's gonna be more active with his punching than Dev. But in
Yeah, yeah.
reality,
I
him
think he gonna
thinking
push
like
him
that is
back,
gonna have him
but
sitting in
be
the same
thoughtful at the
spot as
same
the
time.
last niggas because while you're thinking that jab's gonna be in your face consistent. And one thing about Devin, he doesn't abandon his jab like Keyshawn do within the middle rounds. That
Yeah,
jab's gonna stay there
you're
from
right.
round 1 to round 12. I
You're
don't
right.
think Keyshawn has the mental to compete with Devin for a full 12 rounds.
He
I
got
don't
I don't
think so
know.
frustrated with
because
Albright,
I feel
look
didn't
like
how
he?
with
frustrated he
Weston
got
and
with that. I was just about to bring that up. Look how frustrated he got with Albright.
but Albright was like running, tying him up
So
when he got
it's
to
like
him. It
that's
was
one
just like he was
skill
doing too
that I
much, bro.
noticed boxing fans don't talk about. They don't talk about discipline in the ring, not just outside the ring, in the ring, knowing that yeah, even though I may be winning, let me still keep that right hand up. You know what I'm saying? I think Keyshawn after Devin Haney hit him with a couple jabs from round 1 to round 6, he gonna slow down.
That can't happen, but it's like it's easier to be said than done though. Just hitting Key with jabs though, like they said, you can't just throw shots off. Like you can't just be throwing shots off when you fight Key. Like just hitting Key with a jab, I don't see it happen. Okay.
I always bring this back to what Chris Colbert said. Chris Colbert, right? When he moved up and fought Rayo in the rematch, I think, right? And man, I ain't gonna lie. When that first punch through Rayo through, I didn't even get punched at first. I
Who
just
said
felt
that?
the Colbert. He said I just felt the wind from a much bigger guy throwing a punch, and I just knew I'm not supposed to be fighting in this weight class. That's exactly what's gonna happen to Keyshawn. I don't
Dev
think
just
Keyshawn's
moved
gonna be
up though.
durable enough to take punches from Devin Haney at 147.
Dev just moved up. He ever a
He
full fledged
he
147.
just moved up. He fought at 144. He fought at 147. Now he's fighting at 147 again. That's still welterweight.
It is, but like he wasn't fighting no
He's
140.
not
That's
no
why you
welterweight,
think he
bro.
said he had to get like acclimated at the weight though. That's why he did that 144 stuff because he said he don't think he was ready to go straight to 47.
Nah, he did that 144 because Ramirez requested that. That's already been proven true.
Like,
Ramirez
oh,
requested
I
144.
ain't see that. I ain't see that.
He
But can you be
requested
honest though?
144.
I ain't gonna lie. That looked weird though, like cause like I think we like messing up. Like yeah, he looked good that last fight, but like you see how he looked against Ramirez though. I know he just came back from that fight though, but like he was moving a little too much. Right. A little
Yeah,
too much.
and like I
And
said,
I think it's because of Ramirez power, because I looked at them shots, the shots that was lent that like Ramirez threw, like even when he like caught him with that hook, you know what I'm talking about? Like when he kind of went back and he check hook Ramirez, and it kind of looked like Ramirez got that shot in. That bitch looked it powerful though. Like if any one of them bitches would have landed, he probably would have hurt him. Hurt there.
see what I peeped from that fight was Dev. His defense is on point,
No, for
and
real.
his speed is on point. He was a lot faster. I'm like, damn, I didn't even know Dev was that fucking fast.
So you want me to
This
tell you
nigga,
what something
he
about that?
threw
What I
Dev
peep?
threw a right hand and caught Ramirez punch with his right hand.
But you want me to tell you
You
what I peep
and the
though
only way niggas
about
seen it
Dev?
was by slowing the film down.
Yeah, you want me to tell you what I peep about Dev though? That like that had me like, oh yeah, this nigga a problem for anybody. The nigga stamina. I never seen nobody run like that, like move around like that the whole fight and can do it the whole twitch. That
And
nigga sound crazy. That's what that told me. His stamina is real good though. That told me.
Dev is a fucking veteran in in the ring, bro. He knows how to win a
Like
fight,
I ain't never seen
specifically
nobody like
by
he even looked
unanimous
tired.
decision.
Like the nigga was just moving. Like after the fight, it looked like he can probably go like 12 more. Not gonna lie.
You know, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. A lot of people they look at Dev and they say,
I
"Oh,
told you he was like my favorite fighter. I know
They
him
look
before
at
the
Dev and say
emails,
he only fights
all that.
like this, bro." I've been posting little sparring clips here and there, but I've seen some most recent sparring right before that Norman fight, bro. Devin, he that
He
nigga
fights you different.
he can really fight if he really wanted to like let his hands go in combination punching. He'll definitely do it. So I'm trying to tell y'all, Keyshawn fans, is like, bro, don't get fooled thinking, oh, because he only let off 70 punches to get Brian Norton. That's all he needed. If he has to go in this bag and throw that many punches on Key, he would.
No, I fuck with I just love boxing. I told you I've
And then
been
I show a punch that Devin, he hardly do the niggas in the pros sometimes because sometimes he don't have to do it. That uppercut he threw on that nigga in that sparring clip, don't let him hit Keyshawn with that same shit. This much smaller Keyshawn who just moved to 147 on his very first fight.
yeah, you're right, but you never really know like what he been because you gotta think about it. Before this fight, Keyshawn was really thought he was gonna fight at 147. That's like because you remember they said it. He said like I ain't even want to fight Nair. Like Top Rank made him fight Nair. So like I feel like he would have really fought at 147. He really think he at 147. He think he would have been fought at 147 his last fight. That's why he.
Hold on. I gotta see these Shakur tweets. Shakur's tweeting some shit right now. This
That's why I
nigga
say I'm telling you that fight about to happen. Arts. I'm telling you it's
What?
about to
What?
happen.
Tank and Shakur?
I see Tank and Shakur. Somebody sent me Tank and Shakur.
I told you, Tank. I told you. I literally just told you that after he said after Dev, he going to Tank.
I'll take it. I'm trying to
Ain't
find
talking shit now. Taking talking shit on a burner account, bro.
You're not, nigga. We
I
two
seen it.
different. I promise you, if your bitch ass homeboy Richardson and me, you're not nothing like. Say I agree. I'm a real nigga from top to bottom because I don't got nothing to do with Africa beef. You forgot we met Africa. He came down there. I never took it personal. My homie being cool. These niggas is illiterate shit. I can't understand the shit
So
they be
so all right. So how
saying.
do you see him and Core going though? Let me listen. Let me pick up bring off of him and Core because what you think about to happen with Core?
I don't
You
know.
think
That's
he's the
not a
land
fight.
that? Oh yeah, you don't know. Okay, okay. It's the real fight right here. Okay, I don't know neither. I ain't gonna lie.
Said nigga, fuck you, fuck social media, bitch. I'm exposing the real sucker. This nigga Javante Davis will act like he just some boss in this motherfucker. Nigga, you ain't find nobody either, nigga. Shakur talking about his time. So everybody put their own narratives on
It's
Twitter. Just
time,
call
bro.
him
It's
snake, all
time,
types of
bro.
shit.
Boxing is back, bro. Devin versus Shakur is next for sure. Bill said he sent it, and then now, when every time they say like they sent something because Bill said sign the contract, and then when Shakur start tweeting, basically saying that he gonna sign it, and then he next, bro, it's gonna get announced soon. Watch.
So once again,
That fight
TL,
about to get
Dev,
announced soon.
let's
Watch.
get it. Okay,
Let's
so
get it.
now he finally saying Dev's name.
That's why I told you.
Finally,
I told you he about to they about to hit.
finally, and niggas want to say that that public pressure don't work, bro. That public pressure do fucking
No, I'm
work,
telling
man.
you, bruh. It's
Stop
because
it.
the whole time you don't remember when Shakur he said it in the tweet. He was like, "Y'all do this stuff publicly." He said real negotiations happen behind the scenes. Remember he said that, bro. The
Yeah, and
whole
I
time
also remember
Shakur was
him. I
never
also
scared.
remember
He
him
was
sending
just
us some
ready. He
fucking
was ready
bottles
the
with a
whole
sign to
time.
Devin Haney at the club talking about signing the contract,
Yeah,
knowing that there
and,
was no contract.
yeah, I seen that. I seen that. And what about to say? With I think yeah, with Key, it was the whole the weight up was that Key was number one. So he was basically saying like Dev need to drop the belt or fight Key. If you were to drop the belt, then he gets Shakur, and I think that's what's gonna happen. He about to drop the belt. So that's why I said Key. I think Key about to fight Brian or who the number one or in the WBO.
For who?
For the WBO Haney belt. You know he about to get that.
It's
He
gonna be
drop it.
Keyshawn versus some other dude. I forgot his
It
name.
ain't Brian. It ain't Brian Norman.
It's not Brian. I wish it was Brian.
Man, because then we really see what that Devin Haney fighter really look like. Not really look like, but we can kind of tell a little bit. Where they kind of a
No,
little.
I can tell. And people thinking because Dev beat Brian Norman, that mean every boxer can beat Brian Norman. I don't think so at all.
Nah, I don't think so. But I feel like Keyshawn got the skills and the power to like stop Brian, like stop him. Because
So
if Dev hurt him with a left hook, come on, he got buzzed with a left hook by
so
Dev.
now Shakur let the public pressure get to him. This is what he says. He says, I'm the same size as you, willing to go up and face motherfuckers I know is bigger than me, but 100% believe in myself and willing to take the risk. So once again, T.O., Dev, then you. Let's get it.
Now I don't think
Now
the
he
public
said he
pressure was
willing to
getting to
go
him.
up and wait and fight Dev
I think
bigger
he
than
was
him.
always willing. If you listen to the Shakur, he always say, "I'm willing to make the best fights happen." I don't feel like the public pressure got to him. I feel like he was always willing to do this. It just now the term's here and it's ready. I feel like y'all be I forgot what that word is, but y'all basically be like, y'all don't know what Shakur really about, bro. He one of the ones, bro. And y'all gonna see, bro. He finna. I think he gonna.
If
I,
Dev
I don't
Dev
know
fights
how he
Shakur,
beat
Dev
Dev, but
go
I
beat
think
the
he
shit
beat
out of
Dev.
Shakur, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
What?
Dev fights Shakur, he go beat the shit out of
I
Shakur.
promise. No, it's gonna happen. What you mean if Dev fight, bro? He's fighting Shakur next.
No, the reason why I say that is because what's the punches start landing on him? That same punch that dropped Brian Norman Jr. nigga, Shakur can't take no
That's why,
he ain't
bro. You gotta
taking that
think of
shit.
this,
That's
though.
why
That's
he gonna be on this super defensive shit. Boy, that nigga we gonna see De Los Santos part two. That nigga gonna get on this bike like a motherfucker.
bro, he was gonna be on that already. That's why I was saying, like, what you think Dev gonna hit him with? Hey,
Dev,
he gonna
I,
be on that defensive shit in
honestly,
the first
honestly,
round.
honestly, we gonna tell within the first 3 rounds how I think it's gonna play out because
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like they both gonna jab right, and Shakur gonna hit Dev with a jab. But I feel like once Shakur feels Devon's jab and it push Shakur's head back, I think he gonna be like, oh yeah, maybe this is different. I feel like
I
the
ain't gonna lie.
power
I was
edge could be
watching him.
on
I feel
Dev.
like I seen they spar a little bit, so I kind of know how it's gonna kind of go. I feel like they
You
gonna be having to
so
like punch
we
with each
seen
other. I'm
spar
telling you,
right.
we gonna be seeing them punch with each other, bro. Watch.
We seen the spar right. Now you
They was
remember when
punching with each other.
you remember when Devin he went to Shakur's body.
Ooh, when he hit him with that
He
headshot and damn
he
near
hit him with
buckled
a
him.
left to the stomach,
Yeah.
and
Ooh,
then
I seen that.
Shakur tried to duck, and he hit Shakur right up top in the face, and had
I
Shakur
ain't gonna lie.
literally
Yeah, I seen that. I ain't seen.
had him
I seen that.
looking
I
up
was
at
thinking
the
of that,
ceiling.
bro.
He was looking up at the ceiling after Haney hit him with
Bro,
that
or
shot.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. We started the same shit, bro. Cause like when I was
So
thinking of the fight, I said, bro, Haney cannot land that hook in a real fight, bro. That should have buckled
th-
him, bro.
they
Because
said
they
they
did
said
have,
they said Shakur got all the defense in the world. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna play defense and lose on points, or is he gonna try to trade with Devin, the much bigger, stronger fighter?
but you got, yeah. I don't
Because
know. Like I feel
if you
like
play too much
Shakur got
defense,
a
you're gonna
bag, bro.
lose.
I feel like Shakur about to show us his bag in this fight.
Oh, he has to.
He
He
got to.
has
They
to.
both about to show their bag. They're about to show us something different too.
Speaking of bag,
He gonna
boy,
have to.
the type of bag we making on artmanapro.com if that fight get announced.
Mm.
Y'all go to artmanapro.com, best boxing merch in the game, best boxing illustration merch in the game,
All right. So look,
artmanapro.com.
though. Let me talk to you about this other fight, though. Like the fight that you got on your little profile YouTube picture. All right. So look. People think I'm tripping, bro. I got Xander beating Boots,
You're not the only bro, you're the second person who came
and you
to
want me to
this
tell you why?
live stream
I got a
today.
good explanation, though. I got a good explanation. I don't just say stuff,
Okay,
bro.
go ahead.
I've been watching Boots fights, right? All right. So it's the what's the one dude that he knocked out in the fifth round that Crawford fought? Avanesha, David.
Avanesha.
All right, so look, yeah, I seen that fight, right? All right, Boots. If damn, got stuttering and shit. I know I'm not tripping, right? Boots start slowing down like round 4 or 5, right? When he knocked it down, right? When he was start slowing down, because when he hit like when he was punching and stuff, it looked at like slower than like what Boots wasn't like in the first, and second, and third. I feel like Boots gonna slow down, right? And he ain't gonna have no way. Not before the slowdown. Like I feel like he lose to him because for real, he don't have no way. I don't think I don't see how he like closed the distance, gang. I don't see how he closed the distance, but he might have some a new bag to show me something. But I don't see like how he closed the distance and get up on Xander. I feel like Xander boxing.
I don't know. I just told like the last person who said
But
Xander
and at the
beats
end of the day,
Boots.
too, I feel like he
I never
could get
seen
stopped
him.
because
I
he
never seen him
slows
fight.
down.
So
He slows down. Boots slow down.
So I never seen
But
Xander.
people say Xander slow down too, so like that's what they say. So like, we
Said
gonna
boot.
we gonna see, bro. We gonna see. But I got Boots. I got only reason though, like I feel like Boots the better like all around fighter, but I don't see like how he get to Xander when he like boxing him. You know what I'm saying?
We gonna see.
But if
We
they
gonna
get in
see.
that paint, though, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I got Boots. But if they keep it a boxing match, yeah, Xander. I just don't see how you beat Xander in a boxing match.
But Shakur's back. He's talking. He said he wants Devin next. He's gonna get Devin next
Told you, bro. Oh, that's
Fight would
negative, bro.
happen.
because this interview bad.
I challenge myself. Like I'm with
Oh, that's what I was talking
challenging.
about.
So
That right there when I said he was
when I
willing to
post
change
that, I'm
himself.
just showing like how much I weigh. Like think about it, right? Everybody's like, oh, he's ducking, he's scared of Devin, and all of this bullshit that comes with it. But
Yeah, I seen
truthfully,
that whole 7 minute already. That's what I was telling you about.
20 pounds bigger, which is why like he's so eager to jump in the ring with me.
That's what I think too.
Like
Cause hey, me and Dev was not this eager at 35. I'm just be honest. Like let's be a real nigga, bro. I've been watching this shit, bro. He was not this eager to get in that ring with Shakur at 35.
Bro, you
And
remember
that's facts.
Slim? You remember that picture of Devin Haney when he looked drained, right? At 135,
Yeah, which one? The one with
the Cambosis, right?
oh yeah, the composer. Yeah.
You know he fought Lomachenko like a year and some change after that, right?
Damn, and then he was gonna have to
And
fight.
then and
Oh
then
yeah,
he
that
was
would have been
gonna have to
crazy.
fight Shakur Stevenson. That's why he said, "Okay, you want to fight me? You want me to starve myself to stay up this weight class? Well, fight me. Take this 25% because I'm throwing you the biggest bone right now."
Oh, he done. And I ain't gonna lie. If I
So
looked at
of
it like
course niggas
that,
wasn't
I
super
would have did
eager,
that.
but now it's like nah, niggas, I'm comfortable at 147,
Nah,
and
for
he weighed what he weighed. Devin weighed 146
yep,
on the
forty six
scale. So
point
it's like
seven, like 146.7, something like that.
all he gonna have to do is just run a little extra mile.
People, hey, no, people thought Dev was like nervous though, like when he was doing that jump and stuff.
Nah, he wasn't nervous.
He was ready.
He ready that he was stretching his
He
legs
was
because he know
ready,
I'm about to be
and I ain't
fucking.
gonna lie.
I'm about to
I
be
peeped it
moving.
too. And that way in though, that's when he wasn't playing with the nigga. He started showing his dominance. You seen it like how he was kind of trying to stand over Brian a little bit and look at him like weird.
Like
You saw that? Yeah, like with that mean look. Like, yeah, nigga, I'm here now. I
it's
seen
different
that. I
now,
seen him trying to, yeah, it's
and
different
you
now.
see what Devin know, and that's what be fucking his opponents up too. And I said this is how you gonna fuck up Keyshawn too, because you're gonna listen to the fans. You're gonna say, "Oh man, Devin is a bitch. He's soft. He can't punch. He's a pussy." And then when you finally in that ring with him, and it's like, "Oh shit, the crowd noise is real loud. Who turned the heat up on here?" You know what I'm saying? When shit get real and niggas is pumping your head back with a motherfucking jab, it's like, damn, I'm really fucking here. And this guy I've been hating on it. People say he ain't shit. This nigga's really putting belt to ass right now.
And you know, crazy part too. Me and my people, we were just watching that Loma versus Dev, and cause he was like, it's somebody. He was like, it's somebody that beat Dev, and 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 he said that's the reason why I don't like Dev. I said, bro, Dev like that, bro. You gotta start watching. I'm telling you, he one of them ones. He like it's one of them dudes with the red. I didn't know who he was talking about. I'm like, bro, Dev beat everybody. What you talking about? Then he was like Loma, cause he seen Loma, and he was like, dude, right here. We started watching it, bro. Loma dominated him more than I thought. I said Loma dominated. Devin dominated him for
Yeah.
real.
I watched that fight 11 times.
Fight back.
Devin,
I thought
Devin,
it was closer than it was. It was at least like 8-4. Dev had like all the first rounds. Like I think the first four
just
went to Dev.
one of my favorite rounds was the very first round.
Yeah, the
This
first
nigga
round he was cooking him.
immediately,
That jab and
as
the
the bell
body,
rang, as soon as the bell rang, this nigga Dev already got this nigga backed into the fucking corner, hitting him with body shots.
literally the body, and he kept like this one body shot. He didn't even clean when he like I
The
think
fifth
Loma tried to
round,
come in with that jab. He kind of like hit and he sweeped under. He sweeped under that motherfucker and bang right on the
it was the
midsection.
fifth
Like,
round, and
ooh.
Lomachenko literally picked him up off his feet.
I
But
was like,
look,
oh.
people don't realize Lomachenko's a veteran, so he's not gonna
I
be
try to, yeah, I was trying to tell my people that, like, bro is a Hall of Famer. If
because
you don't know this fight, like, because
niggas who are
he was
veterans,
like, this what made me not like you. I said, bro, if Loma was to beat him, why you don't like Dev just because Loma beat him, bro? That's a good fighter. If you
Lomachenko
scared
is
to
a
beat
vet
him,
because he was able to still convince the world that he was not hurt after taking them body shots. But in reality, he was hurt. If you
Yeah,
go
he
back
they
and
said
watch
he
that
was in a
fight slow,
hospital.
yeah,
Devin
he had
said he put him in a hospital. Yeah, after that.
to the hospital get his
Yeah,
ribs
I seen
checked.
that. I told you, bro. I literally been watching this boxing shit, bro. I seen all that, bro, when that happened. I remember Dev posting it and said, "Who at the doctor though?" or something like that. And then I remember
Yeah,
50
yeah. He said
found
he
out,
went to the he
nah,
went to the
don't try to do
hospital and I
that.
had
You
to
lost that fight. I
salvage the
remember
bitches.
everybody in the comments, all that.
Yeah, he said I'll send you to the hospital. Meanwhile, I'm at the crib with the chick with my chicks and my belt.
Yeah, then people, what they say in the comments, they was bashing Dev. They always doing that though, bro. What's up with Dev though? Nobody don't like Dev.
Because he the chosen one.
No, it's Dev and Cord. I'm gonna be honest, they don't like Cord neither, bro.
Corey, he's changed the public perception on him because how Shakur got his buzz really is him being like Crawford, like
Being T.O. Be honest, bro.
next to
It's being
Crawford.
T.O. It's him being T.O., bro. Be honest, bro.
No,
That's
I'm
when he
saying
got
like no,
all
I'm
his
talking about
real buzz.
how
When he
I got
found
into
out,
knowing Shakur because I've been watching these
I
guys
thought
for
it was
like
Olympics. I thought it was
it was
Olympics.
the
Why he got his
Olympics
buzz.
and them him being surrounded by Bud and Andre Ward. So it's like, of course, he's gonna be the passing of the torch. He's the
The
next
first
guy.
time that happened was that Edwin De Los Santos fight, right? When they was all in there,
No,
him,
that wasn't even the
Floyd,
first time.
and
They've been to other
Andre.
fights, but they all specifically was there that night. And how he looked, he let niggas down looking like that.
No,
Them
I ain't
boys
gonna
should
lie.
have they should have been there for Regis versus fucking Devin.
Oh, that was filthy. Cause I betted money on that. That's when I was like a real big Devin Haney fan. That's before he fought Ryan and shit. I bet money on that. I ain't gonna lie. Dev the only nigga that won me some money and I bet on him. Like everybody else be like, I don't know if it's some bad luck stuff, but like that's the only nigga that actually won me some money. Yeah, I bet it on Dev though. I ain't gonna lie. I knew he was gonna cook Reeves. But Dev cook a lot of these people, but I just want to see how this Keyshawn and Dev go, or this Dev and Shakur.
Hey, Shakur got the worst digital fucking footprint ever. This nigga just tweeted. He said, "No, you get me mixed up with him. I don't fuck with rehydration clause at your natural weight class. For me, you could jump on the scale at any time, so you could see my natural weight. It's either lower than yours or the same. I wanted to bet money on it."
Yeah, Tank was like 1 pound lower though, but it was like kind of the same because Shakur just did it again today. It was like 148.6, and Tank was like at 147.2. So, so they both is at like the same weight. Shakur wasn't lying about that. He really ain't a weight bully, but like Devin is though. Devin like 160, 170 right now. I'm gonna be honest. Devin about 160, 170 right now. Facts. Tell
Listen.
Dev to show that weight. I bet he won't.
So Shakur, I mean, a tank on his burner said, "Devin is the biggest goofy in boxing. Y'all praise him. His dad
He
literally fucking
actually, Dev
cocaine
actually be
that
looking
bugs out."
180. Like when he was sitting next to Crawford, he looked at 180, 190. I'm gonna be honest.
Hey, but we gonna do another live later. I'm about to get up out of here.
All right, bro.
Artmanapparel.com. Best boxing merch in the game.
Show, bro.